crashing the floor. Two wild Yinzers kicking through the door. Loud like a jag-off at a pins game fight. Brace yourself, this ride ain't polite. Two dumb Yinzers, loud and proud. Heads in the clouds, voices in the crowd. Chaos brewing, they don't play nice. Hold on to your iron and grab your prime anti-slice. Tales from the burg with a hint of mayhem. Pierogi powered, nothing can constrain them. Knocking back stories like an icy cold brew. You never know what these two might spew. Two dumb Yinzers, loud and proud. Heads in the clouds, voices in the crowd. Chaos brewing, we don't play nice. Hold on to your iron and grab your prime anti-slice.
It's camp day, everybody. Camp day. Yeah, time to go camping, everybody. Welcome back to the show. It's episode 1002. You can even believe it. Welcome. Welcome back to the show. Glad to see everybody today. I gotta be honest with you, man. I can barely contain myself. How's your mic?
You know what? 1,002 episodes in, one day I will learn to double check.
You'll get this. Hey, it's all new, man.
You know, hey, yesterday I'm proud of myself. It worked. So, hey, I'm batting 500, buddy. That's Hall of Fame material. I'm like the magician over here, okay? I'm just knocking dingers and shit, okay? Knocking dingers out of the park.
Hey, it's all good, baby. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is episode 1002 of the Two Dumb Yinzers, as I like to say to everybody today. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Got a lot of things to get into.
A lot to get into, brother.
Are you camping? You guys, going camping? I hope you go camping and get fucked in the ass by an angry moose.
Hey, welcome back to the show, everybody. Glad to see you. Glad to see everybody back. Mike, it is Camp Arrival Day. Pittsburgh Steelers are working their way into the town of St. Vincent College in Latrobe, actually in Westmoreland County here in Western Pennsylvania. This is day one of the rest of the Pittsburgh Steelers season, Mike. That's right. Yeah. It's here, baby. It's here. The people are walking in the door. Glad to see everybody today. Yeah.
You guys going camping?
That's right. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you be. Welcome back to the show. I'm going to get onto the board bright and early today, Mike. We got a lot of things to get into.
Yep.
I'm going to say what's up, everybody. Cody says, what up, bro? What the fuck? He says this. They've been there for all of 5 minutes. That's right, baby. We're back at it. There's no stopping us now. This is the beginning of the Steelers season. There's no going back, Mike. 198 days from the last time the Pittsburgh Steelers played anything meaningful. That's right, 198 days, almost 200 days. Since the Steelers played the Houston Texans here in the playoffs. So I think everybody's ready to get back at it. Go ahead.
I'm ready to get back at it.
Let's continue on the board. Tortilla, what's up? Great seeing Tortilla all the way from Sacramento, California. Tortilla's in the house. What's up, brother? He says, yeah, we're cooked. Trade JPJ and start scouting college players for next year. Great seeing you, Tortilla, my man. Glad to see everybody today. Let's go right here. Tortilla follows it up by saying Ramsey did the fake injury celebration again. Let's go to Cody. Cody says Mike donated his hair to Penn State. I like it, Mike. Good for you. Good cause.
Mm-hmm. A very good cause.
Who knows what they're going to do with that hair up there, but that has been done. Let's go to Just Learning. Just Learning, always great seeing you on the board, my friend. He says, Ryan Clark, fake crying. The original OG, Yinzer Joe, great seeing you back on the board, sir. He says, this was up, Yinzers trade JPJ. Cody says, this, Mike, you look like the happiest guy with a shaved face. Just Learning says, that chubby Kabuli was on Pat McAfee acting like he knows. Also, Sosh, great seeing Sosh all the way from Switzerland. That's right, Switzerland, very close to CERN. If you know, you know. He says this. He says, bad day for Tyrone. Khan literally saying nothing is imminent and also saying we can only go so far with these negotiations. That is so true. We'll talk about that and so much more today. Let's go right here to say what's up to Diesel, 56-year-old. What's up, brother? Always great seeing Diesel. He says, hello, boys. Ramsey injured, not surprised. Also, Sosh follows up his message by saying this. He says, doesn't sound like they are close at all with Joey. CERN is in Switzerland. I thought it was. I don't know all the ins and outs of Switzerland, but I do know that CERN is over there, and I do know that it's somewhat of a topic. But I think the even more important topic, Mike, today, the biggest topic, the topic of importance of safety, is I did in fact swap out and get myself a new hat. The Jizz hat is gone.
Yes.
If you have noticed, the Jizz hat is gone.
Jizz hat is no more. It is now in the Hall of Fame of I don't know what Hall of Fame it's in, but it's in a Hall of Fame or something. The Hall of Shame.
It is in the Hall of Shame, yes.
The Hall of Shame. Yeah, we'll go with the Hall of Shame.
You know, yesterday I was like, why don't somebody, maybe somebody could buy, take the hat. Who the hell wants this hat? I'm gonna have to give somebody money, and then they're gonna turn around and throw that hat away.
See, Sauce is saying auction off the Jizz hat.
Auction off the Jizz hat. I'm gonna have to pay somebody, Sauce, to do that, to buy the Jizz hat. But the Jizz hat is gone, Mike. I upgraded, and you know what? I didn't exactly care for how I had my lighting situation yesterday, so I moved things around. Yesterday it was over here, and it was distorting the color of my face and exposing the Jizz DNA forensics on my hat. So I did a little bit of moving around, but you know what? I did not skip out on getting a new hat. The Jizz hat on its way to the Hall of Shame. New Jizz hat in the works. Anyone wants the old one? It's full of salt. Take that however you want. But there it is, guys. Welcome back. Glad to see you today. Welcome back to the Terrible Board. That's right. It is Camp Arrival Day. So much going on. The anticipation is high. And boys, there are a lot of things to talk about going in today. And I just hope that Mike didn't curse the Steelers yesterday with his injury, all this injury talk. Of course.
I did say injury free.
Of course, the big news this morning is Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey is on the PUP with the knee injury from minicamp. Apparently, let me see. Jalen Ramsey was placed on the PUP after suffering a knee injury at minicamp. Omar Khan said Ramsey don't need surgery, but will miss a couple of weeks. This being the big news, of course, to get things started. Also, Dante Kent, Mike, also in the secondary. He is out on the PUP with a foot. However, if you're looking for the silver lining in all the injury news, Mike, Broderick Jones with his injury is now miraculously healthy and ready to play football, and he is cleared to go to camp, Mike.
Yeah, I saw the Brojo news, and my first thought was how much football shape is he in? Because he did not look to be in football shape when the last time we saw him at mini camps and stuff like that. So I don't anticipate him out there doing a lot of heavy work the first half of camp. You know, I see him doing a lot of conditioning, a lot of strength training before he gets out there and start practicing, like doing full-on practices with pads and stuff. But it is nice to have another option out there. You know, he is a serviceable offensive lineman in the NFL. Absolutely. Is he a great offensive lineman? No, but you can put him out there. At least you know what you're going to get out of him. He's not going to wow you. He's going to do some things that you go, oh my God, but he's also can be a dependable guy. You can't leave him on an island. Not all the time, but a lot of times you can leave him on the island. So he's a nice option to have. He can play left or he can play right side. You know, it's not a bad option. But for me, the biggest one is the Jalen Ramsey injury. That's the scary one right there.
And, you know, things like this, Mike, it could be totally irrelevant. He could be fine, get back to health, and we'd be just fine. Yeah. However, in the world of sports, there's just certain patterns that you tend to pick up sometime. And you don't want to start with an omen with having, you know, one of your star players on defense show up to camp, being up on the PUP list. And so, again, I hope this isn't a sign of things to come because we've relatively stayed healthy over these past few years. I mean, for the most part, I mean, we've had our issues.
Yeah, game here, game there.
And then also the people that were out for long term was people like Roman Wilson and Will Howard, and people that weren't actually on the field playing football a lot. So, again, this one here, of course, is bigger. Jalen Ramsey, a big part of this defense, certainly under the new Patrick Graham defensive system that we do have. So again, we hope he's okay. And again, we hope this isn't a bad omen for the season. Showing up at camp with Jalen Ramsey already on the PUP with a knee. Certainly hope things get better, Mike, on day one of this journey of the 2026, the installment of the Pittsburgh Steelers regular season. Let's hope that this is just something that comes and goes.
Hopefully, yeah, like I said, hopefully it comes and goes. But this is going to be a big opportunity for someone like Jalen Everett. We need someone to, and even Brandon Eccles, we need someone to fill that star role or whatever Super Mario Brother, buzzword they were saying for what role they want Ramsey to play in that defense. Someone like Jalen Everett, someone like Brandon Eccles, maybe even Spears Jennings can get some looks in this back end with Jalen Ramsey out. That's the bright side of it. It's giving some of these guys further down the depth chart. You're going to see a lot more out of them. We know what we can get out of Jalen Ramsey. We know what to expect out of them. But these other guys coming in, that's going to be awesome. I give those guys more time. I'm all for it.
Absolutely. So, again, big news today as the arrivals of camp is happening right here in St. Vincent College in Latrobe in Western Pennsylvania, Westmoreland County to be exact. I'll give you some more specifics on all that information here with camp ramping up this week, officially starting off tomorrow. So much stuff to get into today. I got to be honest with you, Mike. Of course, this is actually kind of cool. Every team, they practice at their regular practice facility, with the exception of this handful. The Steelers, the Bills, the Cowboys, Indianapolis, the Chiefs, the Rams, and the New York Giants, Mike, they all practice on local college campuses while everybody else practices at their regular facility. The Pittsburgh Steelers, of course, been doing it for 59 years. It's not going to change. And again, they are there again. And camp is underway, guys. Guys are showing up tomorrow, first day officially. And there's a lot of things that came up over the past couple of days. Some words of con, like just talking about perhaps some of the differences that we're going to notice through camp here over these next few weeks. Just to start throwing some numbers out, guys, this is 47 days till the regular season does start, Mike. And that is, of course, Mel Blount days till the regular season starts against the Atlanta Falcons right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Also, Mike, we are just 16 days away from the Steelers playing their first preseason game at home against the Green Bay Packers. So a lot going on. It's coming fast, Mike. We are on episode 1002, if you can believe that, already heading toward 2000, guys. And I got to be honest, this is great. Some days you get up and you're ready to do the show. Some days you get up and you're ready to go back to bed. Mike, there's nothing that can stop me from just being excited right now. It's so hard about not being able to get excited.
Yeah.
It's hard not to be excited because of camp. And I got to be honest with you, things are happening. I know that we got people from the terrible board working their way up to camp. We have news coming out. Again, if this injury thing could just be a blip that we could just skip over, put behind us and move forward, I'll be 100% happy with that, because this isn't the news that you want on the day that the players are showing up for camp.
No. Like you said, you kind of don't want this ominous start to camp, but at least the team knew about what was going on with Jalen Ramsey. It's not like he showed up out of the blue. Hey, I'm hurt. They knew about it. They're prepared about it. It's just a shock to us, the fans, and I think the media too. It's like, fuck. Yeah, it's kind of a little black cloud on us, but I think we'll be fine going through. And hey, like Cam Hayward said, I'm forever building what they said I couldn't. That's what the Steelers are working on right now.
I just mean today's the day that you're anticipating to see who shows up in a helicopter.
Yeah, I know. I kind of miss that.
See who shows up in a tractor. You're anticipating to see who shows up in a fucking blimp. I mean, this just isn't what I wanted to hear today as I got up and opened up the news. But there you go, guys. The big news today, Jalen Ramsey showing up, and he is injured on the PUP. He got injured on the knee at mini camp, starting off here with training camp. Of course, with this injury, Khan said he doesn't need surgery, but he will miss a couple weeks. So that's good news too, as well, Mike. No surgery needed. The fact that he will be back and ready in a couple weeks. And again, this probably is going to keep him off the field entirely through the preseason, I would imagine. Again, 16 days away from the Green Bay Packer game, Mike, and giving him a couple weeks off. Who knows? Maybe he'll get a little bit of time to maybe get some of the rust off before the season starts. But it's tough to say. Again, not the news you wanted, Mike. But again, if you want to find that silver lining, and I guess it is a silver lining, as you were saying, He is serviceable to a degree. Broderick Jones is cleared to play. He will not be on the PUP list to start. So there you go. Dante Kett, PUP list with the foot. Jalen Ramsey, PUP list with the knee. And Broderick Jones, Mike, his neck is fine. He's ready to play football.
Who would have thought? I thought Brojo would have been, down and out for a while now. I'm happy for the guy. Seems like a good dude. He was starting to play well there. Hey man, at best he's a swing tackle. At worst, hold on to him, get a comp pick because someone might overspend for him.
And, I liked him from the beginning. He's just a big guy. He looks like a left tackle. He's just a very, very large man. I remember him walking in to the airport, seeing the video of him showing up at the airport the day after he was drafted. And I was excited about him. I thought, you know what? We got a guy. We got possibly our guy with that size and, coming out of Georgia, just doing some great things down there. So, I guess his career is not over. But, again, not off to a great start. He is available. So we will see how that goes in camp. A lot of things to get into today. We do have a lot, as a matter of fact, to get into. I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get back to the board here for a few minutes, and then we're going to get into some topics as we were kicking off today, get into some details about what's going on with camp, guys, and we're going to get ready to jump in this thing. Let's go to, where are we going to go? I don't know, somewhere around here, right here. Let's go to Just Learning. He says, Black and Black Mike. Black and Black Mike. There you go. I like it. I like it. Sauce says this, and convert the money to Vietnamese dongs. We're still working on Derpy's dong fund, Mike. Again, we have to get him 50,000 dong. That is owed to him.
We got to get him those dongs. He loves the dongs.
He loves the dong. He works so hard for the dong. Let's continue right here to the original OG Ninja Joe. Says Brojo's moving to corner because of Ramsey's injury and his weight loss. His weight loss coming in handy. We can move Brojo back to corner. Let's go here to Tortilla. Broderick Jones apparently tackled Ramsey. He tackled Ramsey. Great seeing everybody today. I do want to go back right here real quick and say what's up to everybody. Say hey to Cody, Tortilla, Just Learning, Joe, Sosh, Diesel, Joe, everybody. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody to start. Mark Malone walking in the door. Chrisophus in the house, baby. Everybody, glad to see you today as it is arrival day. Mike, of course, the arrival of the news was not good, but you know what? We're going to move forward. We're going to continue to be optimistic. I think this is going to be a good year. And let's go right here. Let's go to Just Learning. He says Rodgers did make peace with his family. I seen this, Mike. Did you see Rodgers made peace with his family?
Yeah, and his wife apparently was taking the pictures because once again she was not pictured anywhere, so I think she was holding the camera. Yeah,
I don't know what's going on with her. You know what? We may have time to see her because according to DK Metcalf, this might not be Aaron Rodgers' final ride. Something said by DK to start this installment off. Mike, we'll get to that here real soon. Let's continue to go down here to Yinzer Joe. He says, Bro Jones, so dumb. He thought number 5 was 8 and he tackled him. Let's go to my man, Ty, the man, the myth, the GOAT in the house. He says JPJ is the GOAT. I disagree because I think Ty's the GOAT, but a real close second with JPJ. My man, always great seeing Ty on the terrible board, my friend. How are you, sir? I know that you're, you know what I was going to say? I know you're excited, but probably not so much. I know you're still waiting on something big to happen. We'll talk about that a lot more today as well. Sosh says this, Tyrone, I think it's over. JPJ is not getting his contract this off season. Just Learning says, who's showing up on the gaze bus? Who's showing up on the gaze bus? I don't know. Let's go here to Tyrone. LOL, plenty of time to get a contract. And this I agree with. I agree. I can't imagine this floating by and not getting anything taken care of. I just can't. I won't, Mike. I won't.
No.
I won't do it.
I won't do it either.
Let's go to Mark, my man. Also, the man, the myth, the legend, the mustache Mark Malone in the house. He says, if you listen to Con this morning, it should be readily apparent to you that they are not signing JPJ this morning. I'm not exactly sure that was what was being said, but I understand where you're heading with this. Mark, great seeing you on the terrible board. We'll get to that and so much more here in just a moment. Tyrone, he responds by saying they will get it done, Mark. They will get it done. Relax. Take the crack, take the Krylon, go get happy and then come back. Let's go right here. Mark Malone says this, I doubt they even make an offer. Tyrone says this, said the same when TJ, then he signed. It's true. It's true. I do want to say what's up to Chris. Always great seeing Christophus. He says, hey, guys, Broderick beefed up and Darnell Washington beefed down. They look great. I'm assuming that Chris is in the house. I do know that Chris is up for the week. Just finishing up his vacation now at Steeler camp. As expected for quite some time. We knew Chris would be up here all the way from South Florida. I hope you have the safest and best time ever, Chris. We're glad to have you here. Let's go to Ty. Ty says they already been offering. Of course, referring to the JPJ. Mark Malone says counter. Tyrone says this secondary Swiss cheese better get a deal done. Yinzer Joe says JPJ isn't a GOAT. He is not top 10. He can't tackle or get picks. Time to trade him. Tyrone responds. He says Jalen Carter signing 152, 106 guaranteed.
Put it in the private chat.
Hey, what's up, Derps? How you doing, brother?
What's good, Ryan? How are we doing today?
Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Okay, yes, and Derpy did. He just. I seen his information coming across my screen as I was reading that, and he did also mention Jalen Carter 4-year extension. So there you go. Jalen Carter is not moving. I would have liked to have Jalen Carter, of course, Philadelphia, with the luxury of Jalen for 4 more years. Let's go here to Mark Malone. Mark Malone says this. He says, if we can get a first and some change, we absolutely do need to trade him at Yinzer Joe. Let's go here to Corey, my man, all the way over here from Don't Drink That. I got to be honest with you guys. Really good stuff. Speaking of CERN, Sosh, if you are into conspiracy theories and things of that nature, go check out Corey right here on YouTube. He is the host of Don't Drink That. Just came out with another episode yesterday, another video. I got over there. I checked it out. I liked it. Do the same because, again, yeah, Dirk, what's up?
Speaking of, sorry to cut you off. Speaking of Jalen Carter, we got basically a poor man's Jalen Carter and Keanu Benton.
We do have a poor man's Jalen Carter and Keanu Benton. But as I was saying, go check out Corey at Don't Drink That here on YouTube, guys. Lots of good stuff. Again, I did go check out his most recent video, just came out yesterday. Do go check it out. Like it. Show Corey your support. He's doing great work over there.
Yes.
My man, Derpy, what's up, dude?
What's good? How are we doing, fellas? Today's the day.
Today is the day, man. Starting off with some bad news.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of bad news.
Yeah. Again, you know what? We have a lot of time. I guess the Jalen Ramsey injury is better today than it is 3 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess looking for some silver lining, that be the case. Let's go right here to Yinzer Joe. He says, I agree at Mark Malone. Chris says this, my wife got sick, so I'm going to take her back to the resort and head to Sharky's. Awesome, bro. I'm so excited for you, Chris.
Heck yeah.
I think that's cool as hellions make this trek up every year. Yeah, Derps.
I was just saying, heck yeah, and then
yeah.
I don't know if you saw the news about Rudolph being QB2 by McCarthy.
We did. We'll get to all that here shortly. Let's get everybody
not
in the door.
A fan.
Yeah. Sash says this, a wild dong enjoyer appears. That's right, Derby. We still owe you the 50,000 dongs. Don't you think that I forgot? You're going to get your dong, and we'll happily give it up. So you just be patient. Meet me at Sharky's, guys. We're going to work something out. We're going to figure something out with you, Chris, of course. I don't know if Mike, if anything came across yet, but do keep me posted. I want to get something set up for Chris. Of course, he's in town this week for camp. Let's go to Tortilla. He says this, Mark is right. Guys, it's going to be quarterback. It's going to be Rudolph at cornerback 1. And I got to, yeah, Derps.
He put CB instead of QB.
Yeah, maybe he's talking about CB1. Who knows? Because a lot of controversy, of course, with JPJ on here on the show on the board. Yinzer Joe says this: JPJ will probably have to play on the franchise tag, most likely, and that's Mike. As we're getting closer and closer to the season here, and just kind of looking at the money that's being paid out and been paid out and going to need to be paid out. Again, Mike, we have a whole young group of core players on the offense that's going to need money also after this season, and. Does this look like it's getting closer to a franchise tag situation with JPJ to you? I mean, this is certainly a possibility.
Yeah, because if they tell him we're not going to extend him, he'll have to play out his rookie year this year, and then if they don't extend him next year, then they slap the franchise tag on him. There's a very real possibility if they don't want to do business with him, like Porter could sit out, X amount of games and then, report back to the team. Yeah, I think he can miss up to week 11, I think it is. And if he comes back, it will count as a full season. So he has leverage. The team has leverage.
Yeah.
This has the potential to be a battle, and both sides have valid arguments as to their argument. But I'm gonna stick by the player and let him. We need him. He can go else if they let him go next year. He can make a lot of money elsewhere, help the team out. So why not pay him now and help us out? But yeah, it's looking like if they don't get an extension, he can, he'll potentially he can hold out for a while, and then report back to the team, and then get his year of service in, and either they slap him with the tag or they let him walk in free agency.
I didn't hope that. I was hoping that it didn't get to this point. I really was. I didn't want to have to be worrying about this at this point. I was predicting that they would have it done before we started training camp, and of course that's not the case. So again, I was hoping we didn't have to go here. Let's go here to Mark Malone. He says this: I think they will let him walk next year at Yinzers Joe. I'd trade him now personally. Tyrone, he says he's not doing that. He's not doing that. Sosh says this Jalen Carter extension must be a pain in the ass for the Bucks. Laugh my ass.
Oh yeah, like Vita Vea.
Yeah.
Wants paid.
Things, Ryan.
Derps?
I said 2 things, Ryan.
Yeah, man.
Did you see the media them going into the dorms and stuff? Did you see the face on Highsmith? He looked
I did
pissed.
not. No, did he really?
Pissed.
Like pissed off like he's ready to play football, or pissed off like he's just
Yeah, he's over it. He's basically he's about to get traded or something.
Uh-oh.
And he was pouting so bad it was not even hilarious.
Wow, no, I didn't see that. Let's go right here.
The second thing was congrats to your Pirates last night on the walk-on.
Yeah, it was a nice win. We need a lot more. Again, it's they play 162. Nobody knows that better than you. Of course, the Pirates are, I think, 107 games into the season, something like this. They got to get the bullpen fixed. And luckily for us guys here in Pittsburgh, the first day of pads is also going to be the trade deadline next week for baseball. So, again, just something more for us here in the Berg to be excited about when it comes to our sports, because we do need to fix that bullpen. But we do it. I appreciate the compliment. The Pirates did get that walk-off. Lau does hit it in the ninth inning to walk off. So good on them. They are sitting in a wild card spot as we speak. So Pirates looking good. Steelers getting the playoffs. Things are going to be real good. Penguins did it, Mike. Didn't last long. The Passion did it. They got to the championship, didn't get it done. The soccer teams here doing really well, making it to the playoffs. So Mike, the Steelers gotta. I mean, there's no other choice at this point. They have to make the playoffs. They just have to.
They have to. They keep the string, keep the streak alive of a team making the playoffs and exiting. Like just falling short. As long as we make the playoffs, you got to get into the dance to see if you can do any damage.
Well, I'm almost glad that all the other teams aren't doing well, because if they all do well in the playoffs and the Steelers shit the bed, that I'd be really pissed. Yeah. So you know what? Maybe it's good that the other teams aren't quite getting it done. Let's continue right here to Truth Thong. Always great seeing Truth. One of my favorite titles. The Thong Man. He says this: why waste time with Rudy? He has manure between the ears. Let's go here. Great seeing you, Truth. Welcome to the show. As always, welcome to the terrible board. Mark Malone. He says this, Mike. He says Magnum may be the quarterback after Rodgers hangs him up.
Oh God, no.
Let me try to pull it up.
Yinzers Joe says this. He says bye, 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 like NSYNC would say. I like it. Some Justin Timberlake. I also been working on a song for the show, Mike. Are you familiar with Gilligan's Island?
Uh-huh.
I know it's an old show, but I've been listen. It's not complete. I don't want everybody to get upset because it's not complete, but I have been working on a song that's comparable, Mike. It is a parody to the Gilligan's Island show, but it is about us in our show. Would you like to hear the beginning, guys?
Oh God, yes.
All right, here we go.
Sounds great.
All right, here we go. Like a cat with that last one. You ready, guys? Here it is. This is Mike. Again, it's still in the works. I have to put
all right, it's a rough draft. I'll let it go.
Here we go. Just sit right back and hear a tale of a man with tits that started from this sports podcast in a town named Pitt. The hosts are a couple bearded men. Where did Vanilla's hair go? Talking about the two dumb Yinzers on a 3-hour show. A 3-hour show. Yeah, baby. I still got to work on the rest. That is the beginning, the first two verses. I have some things here. The banner started getting rough. Had to stop Mike at all cost. If not for the courage of the fearless board, the connection would have been lost. Huh?
I like it.
And then it finished up something like this. The show on YouTube went on for years. It's finally hit a grand with Ryan and Vanilla too. Derpy and his tits. Jeffrey Finch. Jim Chop and RB, something like this to finish it up. So that is, Mike, again, today, music is the theme. Music to our ears as the guys show up for camp. Here we go, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. If you're just walking in on that, that is a rough draft for something that came up. And I don't know what's going on with Mike. He's not enjoying it. Is there something that was offensive, Mike?
No, I like it. It's good.
All right. So that's what I've been working on. Let's continue talking about some Steelers. Right here, Tyrone says, as long as Mark Malone is not the quarterback. Go right here. Yeah, Derps.
I got the clip pulled up if I'm allowed to share.
What is the clip?
The of Highsmith entering with the team.
All right, yeah. Go ahead, man.
Breaking news, Derpy.
Breaking
Just
news.
you staring at a screen, brother.
Yep.
What?
First one, baby.
You'll see him here in a minute. That's Will.
Boys are back in time.
There, Herbie.
Herbie.
There's someone.
Look, he looks so depressed.
Yeah, he did not look happy.
He did not look happy at all.
No, he did not.
So there you go. There's some highlights. Derpy providing some highlights of the Steelers arriving, of course, at camp today. Alex Highsmith not looking happy.
No.
Interesting. Very interesting. Let's get back on the board, though. Let's go right here to Sauce. Sauce says this. He says, also, this was always Rudolph's job to lose. Howard has to earn it. No six-rounder got handed a backup quarterback job without showing anything. If he can't beat out Mason, cut Howard, the cultist in shambles. Again, I plan to give him more of a chance, being that the guy never even had a chance. So maybe he comes in and does great. I tell you what, who knows? Maybe Will Howard steps in and proves that he could be in the running for the starting job next year. Again, these are all things that we are going to learn. And again, this is going to tie into something that really disturbed me this morning that I read, guys. I'm going to get to that in just a second. I think that you're going to like this. Let's get through some more messages. Before we do that, let's go to Mark Malone. He says, I'm past my prime for sure, man. He's like, I am in my Krylon huffing days, not my football playing days. They're far behind. Yes, what's going on, Derpy?
Porter was placed on a list, I think.
Who?
Just like 6 minutes. JPJ.
He's on a list?
Yeah.
Okay, Derpy, just stop talking
Actively physically unable to perform list.
He's on the PUP list?
He's on the PUP list, yeah. JPJ was just placed on the PUP list. That's probably going to be not good. The negotiations are probably going to turn very, very nasty very, very soon.
This is not what I wanted. This is not the day I wanted to have.
Nope.
Let's continue on the board before we lose our minds. Let's go here.
I'm sorry to break that, Ryan.
No, you're good. Hey, it had to come out.
Slosh broke it, and you're just reading my boy Shawsty's message.
All right. Listen, it's too early to start getting at each other. So it's day one, for fuck's sake. Let's go here to to Just Learning. He says, I'll FaceTime you from 6969 New Mexico and have a beer with you guys. Hey, we're down, baby. We are down. Let's go right here to Tyrone. He says, this is so stupid. I would just sit out then. Mark Malone says, Detroit would give up a high pick. Tyrone says, we pay backups before our best player is a joke. I tried to tell you, Mark is saying. Also, Yinzers Joe says this: if he holds out, then they could just not give him a helmet and penalize him by game, right?
They can do that, yeah.
Sash says both JPJ and Queen looks pissed. Tyrone, he can sit out. Vegas, what's up, dude? All the way from Las Vegas. Always great to see you, sir. Vegas says King Derpy in the house. There he is, King Derpy. And all this splendor. There he is. Let's go right here to Tortilla. My man Tortilla says, Mark told me to tell you guys he told us. Let's go here to Tyrone. He says, if I was a poster, I would be pissed too. Corey, don't drink that says, so is our defense getting carved up in camp? That might be a compliment to our offense. I don't know. It can't be that bad already, right? Two people in our secondary, Mike, right off the bat on the PUP list.
Yeah, already on the PUP list. And Corey, don't worry, brother. They haven't done any practicing yet. They just walked to the building. But Porter or the Ramsey thing, the Steelers knew about the Porter thing, and this is just coming out of the left field. He's guaranteed he's not injured. It's probably I'm holding out.
Yeah,
or
I
I'm
mean,
in a
listen, I don't
situation.
think this is even a question, of course.
Yeah, this is all contract negotiations.
Absolutely.
Now with Porter, it's going to heat up here. It's going to get very, very, very interesting here soon.
Let's go down. Let's go to Vegas. Vegas says this. He goes, Pirates will be 5 games up if they only had half of the blown. They lead the league in blown saves. Their bullpen is bottom of the league, and again, they have listen. I think it's a great rotation, and I think that I think their numbers speak for themselves on offense. So fix this fix the bullpen here in a week, and we will be okay. I promise you. Let's go here to Sosh. Breaking JPJ is on the pup list. I do apologize. Sosh did break it. I do want to give him the credit. He did have it first up on the board. He says this is about to get dirty. LOL. I do want to say what's up to Sammy Munchkin. Dr. Sammy Munchkin, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Terrible Board. Glad to see you. Welcome to you. As this is, guys, arrival day, and the bad news is arriving faster than the players is, Mike and Derp.
It is. This is nuts.
Again, this was not the conversation that I wanted to have today. This was not what I wanted to talk about. We have a lot of things to get into. We're still going to get into, but again, nothing but bad news. I hope this is not an omen. I don't want to keep saying that because every time I say that, something else seems to happen. Let's go right here to my man, Steelers Chic. I want to say what's up.
Cheeky, baby.
I don't know what's part of what's going on in your part of the world, but I do want to say, bro, we're here for you. And again, it's just bad stuff going on, and I'm glad to see you're here with us and okay. That's all that matters at the end of the day for me. Glad to see you're here, Sheiky baby. He says, here we go, Steelers. I know that he's as excited as we are. Speaking of terrible things, let me just can I just jump in here for 1 second and say something, Mike?
Yeah.
You know what I hate more than anything else? I hate the fact that they're taking the water and toilets down so low. I haven't had a turd that got flushed down on the first flush in probably 6 months. I haven't. Let me ask you this. The earth is covered with water, isn't it? Water comes from the sky. Water comes from our bodies. What's the problem? Put some more fucking water in the toilet so we can flush our shit down the toilet, right? Am I the only one that has this problem? I mean, I have a trick now. I put toilet paper down first so the turd lands on the toilet paper. And the toilet paper just allows it to slide right down. But, Mike, I haven't been able to flush the toilet in a month. At least a month. 6 months. All right. I'm sorry. I digress. Guys, again, I just had this on my mind. I had to get it off, and I knew there was nobody else that would listen to me talk about it. But thank you, guys. Sheiky, I'm glad you're here, and I hope that made you feel better somehow. Tyrone, yeah.
That's the situation. Sounds like the Steelers' 9 to 10 year period of not winning a playoff game.
I mean, are you doing okay flushing your turd, Sturpy? What's going on with you? I mean, you look like you could leave a turd. Just saying.
Yes.
All right. You're having trouble?
No. We're good.
I'll be. Anyway, let's get back to it. Vegas says this. That was better than I thought it was going to be. TKI 100. Not sure what that was. My apologies. Sosh says Brooke. Tortilla says JPJ deadweight can't pick boy. Hesitate. At Penn State. Damn, that was kind of crazy. Let's go right here to Vegas, my man. He says Pittsburgh top radio hit. I'm still working on it. I just listen. Don't judge it too much right now because I still have to put music and there's actually copyright issue. I was going to put it together over this past weekend, and again I have to go and figure something out for the music and the fair use. It was actually going to work, but I'll explain all that later. Let's continue on the board right now. Let's go to Yinzer Joe. He says, JPJ asking for the PUP list, found it, and signed it. LOL. Tyrone is saying this. Yeah, look at Porter's face. He's pissed. Skiller Shiki Baby says this exciting to see position battles on quarterback too. Absolutely, so many battles in these in camp, Mike. And I'm going to cut to what we're an issue that I have that I just read this morning that I want to talk about. Let me grab 4 or 5 more messages. How about that?
Let's do that.
All right. Diesel says, yeah, it sucks, but I can't. You can't keep them all. Joe says JPJ thought he was getting a puppy. That's why he's mad. Sosh says this. I told you breaking JPJ on the pup list. You did. You did tell us. Tyrone says, wow, this is getting bad. Fuck this franchise. Uh-oh. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Tortilla says someone called Tyrone and record his crash out. And I got to be honest, I won't be surprised to see Tater Tart popping in any second now with that stupid smile on his face. Let's go right here. Someone called Tyler. Okay, we did get that. Tortilla says that Mark Malone ever can replace him pretty easy. He's saying should have traded him last week. Corey says this. We got to keep an eye on Ty. Put him in a padded room before it gets too late. Hold on, Ty. It's going to be okay. Mark Malone, if only I were the GM. I do want to say what's up to Pez. Welcome back to the board, Pez. In the house, he says this. He says, what do you guys think these Steelers would have to do to acquire LeBron James from Philadelphia? He says as a wide receiver 2 or wide receiver 3, 140, something passing to another 40-something. LOL. You know what?
Do it.
Why not?
Whatever,
go ahead.
Whatever Cam Hayward is worth.
Oh, hey, you know what?
That's the equivalent of LeBron James at this age.
We are collecting the older players. I can't argue that. Great seeing you back, Pez. Always great seeing you on the terrible board. Kevin, what's up, Kevin Royce? Always great seeing you, my friend. Kevin back on the board. He says, what's up, guys? I know he's ready for camp as the arrival is today. Tyrone, I know that you're pissed. Hang in there, bro.
So apparently
okay.
he aggravated his back during the team's mobility workout. Aggravated his back.
Bull crap.
I listen. I think that it's because of the contract, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. That's hey, it's all good. Let's go right here, Tortilla.
This is why I don't like I've told this many times. This is why I hate the modern league, Ryan. They always cry about the money first before proving themselves.
He already proved himself.
Yes, but I meant in the playoffs, Mike. I mean in the playoffs, Mike.
Derpy, pull up his you want to hear about the playoffs real quick? Just to hear Derpy here real quick in the playoffs. I have Joey Porter Jr.'s playoff stats here. They're loading up in a minute, and you will
How
be
many
surprised.
losses?
What?
How many losses you have?
Derpy. He has allowed a grand total of 74 yards against him in the playoffs over 3 games.
Yeah.
374 yards in 3 games, bro. That's a
sport.
lockdown corner. He proved himself. You want a 6th-round pick to battle for the number 1 starting job, Bubby, just because of what school he went to.
See that? I knew it was coming back to these schools for both of you. I could always tell.
Like Joey Porter Jr., like we've gone over this whole for weeks, or actually for months during the offseason, Joey Porter Jr. stats where he ranks with the top 10, top 5 corners. He has more than proven himself. This is his last year. This is normally where guys get their contracts extended. So yeah, he's.
Let me just ask you.
My point is the whole league, not just JPJ.
That's just the way sports league operate. Going into
that's what he's saying. He's saying it's not about the sports. He's saying he's just upset that it's about the money. And at the end of the day, I think we could all agree to some degree on that. But again, it's not going to turn into a Big Ten rivalry today. I apologize. Again, I knew if the guy was from Ohio State, Derpy would love him, even if he had given up touchdowns. And you know how it goes. But again, this is where we're at right now, and it just is what it is. At the end of the day, Derpy, he hasn't given up a touchdown in the league since he's been in it. I think that that's a plus. And again, as the other side has an argument as well. So it's all debatable, and this is why I guess where we are where we are. I think he's going to get signed. I have a lot to get into. Let's grab some more of these messages, and we will get into all this today. I promise you. Kevin says this. Glad I got off early. Was able to catch the show. Let me know what I missed, Ty. Hey, we're great. Glad to see you, Kevin. As always, my friend. I'm glad to see you. Glad to have you on the board, and I know you're ready. As Kevin says, 47 Mount Blunt days. Let's
Obviously, you guys missed the whole point of that situation with JPG. I said the whole league, whole modern league.
All
The
right.
Steelers haven't proved a thing in the last 10 freaking years.
All right. You're not wrong. Hey, we haven't proved a thing in the last 10 years. You weren't wrong. Let's continue. Let's go right here to Christopher. He says, all the players look great. Awesome opening day. It is hot as an oven over here. I live in Miami Beach. At least we get fresh ocean breeze. All I get here is my hot air. My wife is finding it hard to adjust. Will you guys be careful? Because it's tricky. It can be tricky here. As you said down there, yeah, you're expecting the heat, but here it sneaks up on you sometimes. Let's continue. Let's go to Vegas. He says, no, we have land too. Kevin says, no doubt. Iron Sheik in the house, big baby. That's right, Mark. Tortilla says the Steelers fifth stall got water up to the tip. Hey, yeah, I'm complaining, right? I'm complaining about my toilet. A stadium that a room basically that houses probably about 75 people when it all comes down to it has to have 4 toilets. They all have to fight over 4 toilets. So maybe my toilet situation isn't so bad. Kevin says this. I can't see the other chats. Are you in the horizontal or in the vertical video? Because if you're in the horizontal, you might not see the chats from the vertical and vice versa. So try that. If it's still effed up, let us know. Let's go here to Vegas. Vegas says this. Do you have the same boots as the Iron Sheik? That would be fucking awesome. I want boots like the Iron Sheik. Let's go here to Tyrone. The Steelers are a joke. Got it. To keep it on 100. I got you, Vegas. All right, my man. Kevin says, what up, fellas? My man. Also Squeege. Squeege in the house. Thank you, sir. He says, hit the likes, guys. Again, it's free to sub, to like, to any of these things, guys. Go ahead. Hit that. It's all free. We are here 365 days a year talking Pittsburgh Steelers. It's not going to stop. It doesn't stop. This thing ain't going to stop, guys. Let's continue on. Let's go here. Great seeing you, Squeege. And again, great work on your page as well. I'm really into this Toledo thing that you got going on, my man. Let's go to Yinzer Joe. He says, I sincerely want to congratulate Derpy's water company on successfully keeping up with the Brownies. Laughing my ass off. I can't believe Derpy's not having problems with the toilet. That's just me, but hey.
All right. He's probably clogged more toilets than, I don't know. Like, I lost the joke because I'm just looking at Derpy. He looks all mad.
No, that was good. I know. He throws me off when I look at him. So I actually have something over his face right here in the front of my screen. I'm going to be honest, because he throws me off. And it's funny about Derpy. Like, if you watch him through the course of the show, his hat gets more crooked as the show goes on. I was trying to grab a thumbnail for the social media yesterday, and his hat started where it is. And by the end of the show, Mike, his hat was like this. I shit you not.
I noticed it too, man. It made me chuckle.
Yeah.
It's like the more animated Derpy gets, the more the hat moves. I love it.
Everybody looks all bitter today. Why is everybody?
I got a smile on my face.
Can we have a boxing match? Let's go here. Let's go to Kevin. He says, you got you. What's up, guys? Glad I got off early to catch a show. As
hell yeah,
we're glad to see you, sir. He says, let's fucking go. 47 days. Ugh. Let's go to Vegas. Vegas says, do you pronounce it Latrobe, Latrobe, Latrobe? It's Latrobe. Latrobe. St. Vincent College in Latrobe. I would go with that. Let's go to Vegas. He says, or I'm sorry, let's go to Corey. He says, Ty, if you stop eating Taco Bell, I'm sending help. Let's go to Kevin. Kevin says this, let me know what I missed. Diesel, good excuse. Tortilla says Steelers are ran by the CIA. Ty says this is BS. I don't know why, but I think that this is funny. Kevin says, fuck off, Derpy. I'm not sure what that was about, but I got to be honest with you. Derpy is so stone-faced. Derpy, what's going on with you, man?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You look perturbed. Are you perturbed?
What is that even supposed to mean?
Irritated. You look irritated.
Kinda.
Are you irritated at Mike?
Yeah, I'm irritated at Mike as always.
All right. No, as long as I know.
I knew it. I knew it, Derpy. I knew you were irritated with me. That's okay. I still.
Hey, Derpy.
Kevin says
L for love. L for love. L for love.
Kevin says you look sad. I agree.
Derpy, you need a hug.
No. I don't. Mike gives you those big hugs from behind, and I don't like that. Say no. Say no, Derpy.
No.
Let's grab a couple more here. Let's grab a couple more, and I'm going to get kind of upset here in a second. I'll tell you why. Sauce says Vikings extended offensive tackle Brian O'Neill, 4 years, $96 million. Teams are signing guys now. Joey will want money now, guys. So that just makes things even more interesting. Also, did you guys hear this news yesterday? Some speculation, some rumors that Aaron Donald is considering making a comeback to play alongside Myles Garrett. Guys, does this give the Los Angeles Rams, does this punch their ticket to the Super Bowl in August, in July? Guys, again, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Aaron Donald's done. But at the end of the day, if he does, the defensive line, Mike, with Aaron Donald and Derpy with Myles Garrett, huh?
That's it's a formidable.
It's good on
formidable.
paper.
Yeah, exactly. Very, very formidable on paper. My thing is, Donald, he's kept himself in great shape. But, there's great shape and there's football shape. How's that body going to react if he comes back? Say, he has been showing up at the facility that's what the rumors are saying. Reports are he's showing up, putting himself through some light football drills or football type situations to see how the body reacts. If he comes back, like I said yesterday, man, the expectations on this team is going to be through the roof.
Why the Rams? Why not his home? Why not,
Because he's been a Ram his entire life. That's his team. That's his team.
Yeah, but he's from here. He played college here. I think that, I agree, Derpy. But again, I agree with you, Mike. Let's move on. Right here, Tyrone says that is an elite 74 yards. And then also, Tyrone says, Derpy, what are you saying?
I'm writing like these two when they have their discussions.
Hey. Let's go right here to Yinzer Joe. He says this, JPJ got better over 1 year, and now we are expected to pay him like a top 10 player. Hell no, he says. Trade him to someone who thinks he is proven. Let's go to Kevin. Kevin says, Mike is right, Derpy. Shut the fuck up. JPJ is a top 5 corner. Let's go to Diesel. Diesel says he's definitely a top 10. Vegas says, Derpy been blazing that Reggie. He found it in his sock drawer. Let's go to Tortilla. Derpy actually has 2 good points. He should show us. He should show them.
That's a good one, Tortilla.
That was good, Tortilla. Again, Tortilla, he comes in working for them game balls. He does. He hits the ground running. You got to love it. Everybody on the board is amazing. Thank you, guys. Let's go here to Diesel. He says that's because our coaching was bland with a new age of football. I agree. We fell behind the rest of the league, and it showed. No two ways about it. Kevin says, I see him now. Also, okay, good. Tyrone, JPJ, not top 5, not even close. Tyrone, of course, saying this, and also saying, Yinzer Joe, he has 2 good years. I don't know what you've been watching. Do you want to Vita Derpy? Guys, let's talk about a couple things here. But before we do start, I do want to say this, though. Guys, 11:20 is the practice tomorrow. Tomorrow's the official kickoff to camp, if you will. It's a rival day today. Of course, some bad news. We're talking about all that. Also, Mike, 11:20 tomorrow, they'll be kicking it off. It is free. It's free. Everybody can attend. It is open practice. Also, you have to registration is required. So if you are going to St. Vincent College in Latrobe here in Western Pennsylvania, in Westmoreland County, get on Steelers.com or go to Ticketmaster. Make sure you get your registration. You don't want to get down there and have to deal with all this then. So make sure you get your mobile ticket. Again, the gates will open up tomorrow at 8:15 a.m. I'm sorry, the parking will open at 8:15 a.m. The gates will open at 8:30 a.m. And if you're looking to put it in your GPS, guys, the entrance is at the intersection of St. Vincent Drive and also Browers Road. So just some information. If you are making your way to town, or if you're already in town making your way over to Westmoreland County, that is what does some details on the matter. Guys, I want to talk about something here before we get into all this talk, because there's big news, guys, not just injuries, but other big news brought up today. Did anybody catch this, Mike? This article in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette from Noah Hiles. And again, I respect Noah. I worked with him back a couple years back working at the radio station. We did some work with him. Mike, Noah Hiles, did you catch this article, how he feels basically about the Steelers this year and why he's not excited about camp? Did you catch this?
No, I did not catch this.
All right, check this out. This is from Noah Hiles. He's a beat writer here in town, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Noah Hiles says this. He says, I won't bury the lead. You all have read the headline, so let's get it right. The 2026 2026 Steelers enter this season as the most boring team in the NFL. Mike, Noah Hiles is saying this is the most boring team in the NFL. He follows this up by saying this: I know it won't be a popular opinion among our readers. I get it, but I also don't care. My job is to write what I feel, to tell it like it is. And right now, with training camp set to begin this week, I'm truly struggling to find any form of excitement of this group. Mike, before I rip Noah Hiles a new asshole, you and Derpy, what's your thoughts on what was said by Mr. Hiles?
A very
Oh
much
no, my
overstatement.
team that has talent everywhere is just boring.
Boring how? Like, there's no storylines to talk about. There's no outlandish personalities. Like, we kind of know the roster set. You kind of know what the storylines are going to be. That boring? Like, okay, you think DK Metcalf with the ball in his hands is boring? Watching Aaron Rodgers throw a football is boring. Watching Broderick Jones bully grown men like their children is boring. Watching Derek Harmon blossom into a latter-day Stephon Tuitt, Cam Hayward is boring. Watching JPJ lock down, number one receivers is boring. Watching Jalen Warren run with the football is boring. Are you, like, do you know football? Do you know what you're watching? How is any of this boring?
He probably disagrees with the McCarthy hire.
Okay, let me talk now. This is my deal. Everything Mike said is 100% right. We have a quarterback battle. We don't know our quarterback situation next year. So this quarterback battle of these backups, Will Howard and Mason Rudolph, you have a quarterback that you just drafted this year, and you're going to want to see what these two young kids can do at quarterback because you've never seen them yet. So camp might be interesting. For that matter, you have a 42-year-old guy who's going to be walking into the Hall of Fame, maybe after this season, but more than likely after this season. Also, Mike, what else do we have? We have new weapons. We had no wide receivers for 3-4 years. I don't even remember how long it's been. It's been so long. We have a rookie. We have a guy that we brought over from Indianapolis who's got a resume. He's got a name. Also, Mike, these are weapons for Aaron Rodgers, something he had not last year. There is nothing to talk about in this boring camp. Also, we have a brand new coaching system, a brand new head coach, a brand new offensive coordinator, a brand new defensive coordinator. The whole way down the list, everybody's new. Everything's going to change than it has been over the past 20 effing years. You want to talk about it's been stale for 10 years? This is an opportunity for that to change. But camp is boring. Also, Mike, we have draft picks. We have guys that we just drafted a couple months ago. Draft camp is boring. Why would you want to not see what the guys that you just drafted out of college this year? Why wouldn't that be something? The offensive line is on a total switch. Everybody that was on the right side of the line is on the left side of the line. Everybody that's on the right side of the line is somebody different. Well, this is boring. Why would you not want to pay attention to what's going on with the offensive line? Let me continue. JPJ has this issue with his contract. We're getting little bits here and there as even up to today. Camp is going to be boring. I don't know what JPJ does. We have safety situations. We have Jamal Dean, who came here in the offseason, who's going to pretty much complete up that the cornerback situation we have. Guys, this is boring. Also, Mike, what else? We have inside linebackers that we're keeping an eye on. We have differences in practice. What is going to change? What are we going to do different than what's been done for the past 19 years? I got information on that here in just a moment. This is boring, is one of the most crazy things. Listen, there's things that you want to say to get people to pay attention to you, but that was just effing stupid. I apologize. No, I know you're a good guy, but this is a dopey take. Derpy?
I don't disagree with either of your statements.
Mike?
Yeah, it's idiotic. It's stupid. I don't
Very
know.
We have Mike. One more time. I'm sorry. Let me please,
Yeah.
with all due respect. And we have these three linebackers. You just gave all this money. We're going to be able to do something special. A brand new defensive coordinator with Patrick Graham. Mike, we have how can you say that this camp is boring? This would be the most unboring camp that I would imagine in a long time for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm sorry, Mike. Good.
No. You're a brand new offensive philosophy, a brand new defensive philosophy. For the third camp in a row, we're hearing guys saying, hey, we're going to be moved around. Or now, I want to see, are they actually going to do it? You got TJ Watt saying, hey, we've been watching what he did, his games from the Giants and the Raiders to figure out what he's going to do. Like, all these changes that's not exciting to anyone. You want to see, like, when something new happens, you're not excited for it. I'm sorry, this is just lazy writing. And it's like, oh, I'm going to do, so I'm going to just, everyone's getting hyped up for this. Let me be different and dumb.
I agree.
It's really what it is. It is dumb. It's different for the sake of being different.
Maybe it's just
and it fell flat. And like, I know you've worked with the guy, you respect him. I think this take right here, just like, I don't want to give him a second chance. He sounds like an utter fucking moron talking about football.
Maybe you just, sorry.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say maybe you just wanted to reverse psychology everyone and get clicks.
Well, here's the thing. This is what the offseason is for. This is what when no one wants to pay attention. Not when you're starting camp tomorrow. Not when you have guys showing up for camp today. What a dumb thing to say. And again, it's kind of contagious here in town because the super idiot, Mike, all of a sudden now he was bad mouthing Will Howard all offseason.
Yeah.
Now he's on Team Will Howard. So again, this is why I go on about the media, the sports media here in town. It's terrible. Why wouldn't you be into every single thing that's going on right now with the Steeler team that you've been waiting all offseason? This is the time you're going to make up bullshit?
Yeah.
That's crazy. This is why I can play. This is why we do what we do. Yeah. Exactly.
There's so many storylines going into this season that you can throw a dart at a dartboard and pick a new topic every day that another reporter hasn't even touched. There's just so much to talk about. To say it's boring is asinine. You know, it's to say maybe, hey, I'm over the hype of what's going on. Could be, okay, I'm willing to listen to that, but to say it's boring, no. There's just a lot going on in this game.
There's a lot of headlines that it's definitely not boring.
How's we didn't even touch on it. Mad Max, the rookie, the first round pick that's kind of flown under the radar. How's he gonna?
This is boring.
Work? That's boring.
I think he might have been high out. I think he might have been on acid. There's no way you could have written that
he might have been on acid.
With clear mind. There's no way you could write those words down on paper with clear minds. If you were listen, I'm not a guy that does this. I don't tell people that they don't know football. Whatever. People know what they know. We're all different levels of fans. The one thing that I do know is we love the Steelers, and the one thing that I do know is that was a dopey take. That was as dopey as they get. Maybe one of the more dopey takes in here in Pittsburgh. It's not. They're not. They come often, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Noah, I don't agree with you. And again, I just maybe next time try not to put the hit of acid in before you write your articles, because this one was
they
way.
haven't been the same company in years. So
what's that, Derpy?
The Post. They haven't been the same company in years.
I'm not against the Post. It's just this dopey article. This was not what I expected to see, and then this was how it started the day, and then now we get Jalen Ramsey's on the PUP. Apparently, the latest news: Joey Porter Jr. on the PUP. Dante Kent, of course, not such a big name. And then again, if you are looking for silver lining, and it's turning more into gray lining as we're moving along, Broderick Jones is not on the PUP. So. That was my big hang up on today. I'm glad I got it off my chest. Derpy, Mike, just one more thought on Mr. Hiles, what he had to say, and then we are going to move on.
Yeah, I think that article topic was way off base.
That's shocking to me considering he's a Pittsburgher and
considering that
number one.
Why would you do this a month ago when people really, you're trying to get the interest back.
Right.
You know it's coming. You're anticipating Steelers season. You're anticipating camp, and this is what you're saying on the morning of the arrival. It just blows my mind. But again, we know that. Come on, everybody here in the on the terrible board, Mike. Everybody watching, we're all on the same page. I know that anybody's saying that. Nobody's liking this article because it's offensive to me. This article is offensive to me. Again, like you said, Derby, being a guy from the Berg, to say that everything that's going on in this year's camp is boring, mind blown. I'm ready to move on. Mike, Derby, you good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yep.
All right, let me jump down to the top real quick. Tortilla, we do want to say thank you so much for the super chat on the board. He says we have Aaron Rodgers, the media's favorite gooner. Thank you so much for this super chat, sir. It will continue to go into the show as always. That never changes. Thank you so much. I know that everyone, listen, this is why I'm not I watch some of these shows, guys, in as much as they talk about money, I'm thinking I don't even want to watch you anymore. This is what all you want is people's money.
Some of the Steelers podcasts that bring up the money. They're ridiculous.
I hate to even bring it up. And listen, I know everyone, people work hard, and especially now, times are hard. I just can't be a panhandler. I can't. I won't. It's never been in my nature. Listen, I'm not the most well-off guy, but I certainly ain't panhandling. Again, I understand the game, what it is. People got to make the money, but I know that money's hard to come by. People work hard. I get it, guys, and that is why I do certainly try to make a point to thank people again. Tortilla, thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. It will certainly go into the show. Let's jump on the board for a couple more, and then we'll get back to some new topics, guys. Again, welcome to the show. It is Arrival Day. We are, Mike, 47 days, Mel Blount days away from kickoff against the Atlanta Falcons right here in Pittsburgh to kick off the season. We are 2 weeks and 2 days. Can I say this one more time? 2 weeks and 2 days. 16 days from the very first preseason game here in Pittsburgh against the Green Bay Packers, guys. Camp officially kicks off tomorrow. The arrivals today. Tomorrow, again, 11:20. Be there at St. Vincent College in Latrobe. The parking lots open at 8:15 a.m. The gates open at 8:30. You do need to get on and register at either Steelers.com or Ticketmaster. Make sure you do that before you head out. That way you're not pulling your hair out trying to do it there. So, guys, we are here. It's here. Mike, any thoughts before we go to the next move?
Nope, I'm good, brother.
All right, let's grab some messages here on the board. Let's go to Vegas. Boo. Boo, Vegas says. Also, Wild Herb Ways. Great seeing Wild Herb back 2 days in a row. I know season's getting close. Great seeing you, Wild Herb Ways. Back to the terrible board. Wild Herb says Mac wants to put Rodgers on the pup, cut Tomlin, Looney's, Ramsey, Metcalf, Hayward, and Watt, and go with Drew, Mason, and Hill.
I want what Wild Herb is smoking. I want his Wild Herb.
I want some of that.
Right? Really,
yeah.
I love him.
I want some of that Wild Herb. I want them ways, baby. I love your ways, Wild Herb. Let's go to Tortilla. Art Rooney is the Emperor from Star Wars.
Yeah. That he is.
Let's go to Diesel. Diesel says this clogs toilets like he does dude's booty holes.
Oh, more like dudes clog his booty hole. That's what the streets are saying, Dirty.
That's just a word on the streets, brother.
It's the streets, man.
Let's continue to move on. I also do want to say what's up to Sick Jones, my man, back in the house. Big baby. He says, yo, motherfuckers. How y'all doing today? We're doing good, my man. He says the day has arrived. Here we fucking go. And you're right. It's not without incident, though. Again, a couple big blows, as we were finding out today. JPJ on the PUP, and also Jalen Ramsey on the PUP, and Dante Kent for that matter as well. We might as well just put the whole secondary on the PUP, Mike.
I'm just glad Deshaun Elliott did not show up on the pup list. That's the one that would have really scared me more than the others.
Again, pads next Monday, 1 week from yesterday. Full pads coming at it, and guess what, guys? This is, as of today, the news. Mike McCarthy says this, guys. There will be no live tackling this year at camp. So we're already asking.
Who this man?
So we've been wondering what's going to be different between Tomlin camp and McCarthy camp. This morning was announced no live tackling this year. Mike, is what came from the mouth of Mike McCarthy. This is going to be different.
Yeah, that took me by surprise, considering our inside linebackers miss more tackles than Le'Veon Bell misses child support payments. Okay, these are something like we need to work on. Like he needs to work on making sure his babies are paid. We need to make sure our babies be tackling people. Okay, it's like we can all work together on this one initiative here. Make tackles, make the payments. Make tackles, make the payments, guys. I saw that, and I really don't like that. I'm not asking guys going out there and playing it's week 18, you're fighting for a playoff spot, tackles, but actually some tackles. Get some physicality in there, but I'm willing to trust. You got to trust the process. You want to see how it plays out. It's something different. It's the way he runs his camp. Let's see how it goes.
This was the big news. These four talking points, Mike, and then we'll talk about them a little bit. Of course, Mike McCarthy today says no live tackling in camp. This is a change. Also, Mike McCarthy confirms Mason Rudolph will open camp as quarterback too. Mason will open up camp. That doesn't mean it won't change. That doesn't mean you can't lose it. But this morning, out of the mouth of Mike McCarthy, Coach Max says this: Mason Rudolph starts camp as QB2. No live tackling. A couple things from Con, talking points, and then we'll get into them. These comments are trying to win a Super Bowl. Mike Omar Khan says this team is trying to win a Super Bowl. There's no ifs, ands, buts, in betweens. Anything. This team, that's the goal, is to win the Super Bowl. And finally, this one already came up on the board that I think is going to ruffle feathers, kick dust up, if you will. Mike, on contract talk, Omar Khan says there's nothing imminent on the word of JPJ, and then he later shows up at camp and he is on the PUP list with a back. Mike, is that what it was? A back?
Yeah, back. Yeah.
So these 4 talking points, take off wherever you want. Again, confirmation, Rudy will start camp as quarterback 2. No live tackling. The Steelers' goal is to win the Super Bowl this year. And finally, nothing is imminent on these contract talks. Mike, go for yours.
Well, I'll start with the Mason Rudolph thing. It doesn't surprise me. It's normally how you see teams operate. That established backup usually gets that first nod there. And a lot of it has to do with not him, but or the other quarterbacks. It's probably like the other skill position players that are fighting for spots. Coaches like to see the more experienced backup work with that second team. So those second teamers, they get a fairer shake look, in that offense. You're not going to throw your rookie in there that you're rebuilding with guys that are fighting for potentially be a starter. So you would put the more steady hand out there. That doesn't bother me. And like, Ryan said, he did not say he's locked in. He said he will start at number 2. So that tells me him and Will Howard are in a competition. The JPJ thing, this is kind of frustrating. Like you're going to say all of a sudden, contract negotiations are more or less done at this point, or there's no movement. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. If you want to win a Super Bowl and you don't want to lock up your number 1 corner, those 2 talking points, those two ideas line up perfectly. You need this guy to help you win a Super Bowl. So how can you say one side of your mouth we want to win a Super Bowl and no movement on the contract? That's kind of scary to me. And like the tackling thing, I want to see tackling. But hey, it's his team. I want to see how the process plays out on that no tackling.
Oh, there's the camera.
Yeah, Derby.
I can see it now. I can see the post now. Thank you, fans.
What?
What?
I can see the post on X now. Thank you, fans.
Oh, for Porter. Thank you, fans. I'm out.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope that that's not the case, of course, guys. Wow, look at you.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
He saw the light.
That was Omar Collins seeing the light, seeing the error of his ways, and going to immediately to re-sign JPJ.
It looked like you were being abducted by aliens is what it looked like. Glad to see you back. Let's get back to the board here, Mike. But again, board, we want to hear what you have to say as well on these 4 topics. Quarterback 2, it's confirmed. It is Mason Rudolph as we speak. There's no live tackling. Again, I don't know if I like this. It is football.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to say it doesn't matter if you're a pro. It doesn't matter. Again, at the end of the day, our inside linebacker led the league in missed tackles. Number 3, Con, they are trying to win a Super Bowl. That's the goal this season. And finally, there's nothing imminent on the contract talks, the contractual talks for the Steelers. Throw your thoughts up on the board. You heard what we had to say. I'm going to do some catching up on the board while you do so. Let's go right here to Tyrone. He says, I'm so mad right now. This shit really questions this front office. Chris says this. He says, I just came back from Hawaii, fresh ocean air everywhere. It is a sharp contrast. My wife barfed and cleaned up. She's heading to Sharkies with me. Well, I hope that she's doing better. That 4 hours over the Pacific Ocean is what got me on the trip to Hawaii. Took 4 hours to get from San Francisco. I don't remember what it was, but it took 4 hours. Takes you 4 hours to fly. I mean, come on. It takes us 2 hours, Mike, to fly to Florida. So a round trip to Florida is what it takes you to get from California to Hawaii. Crazy. But
that's a long flight.
It is a long flight. And to be over the ocean, Mike, if you crash, there's not any chance for you. You're getting eaten by sharks. Let's continue.
Yeah. That's like my biggest fear in life. I should, is being eaten by sharks.
Being eaten by sharks? I would have thought so. Yeah, I could see that.
Because me, I'm an ocean going kind of guy.
Yeah, you urinate in the ocean is what I would imagine. Let's continue to Chris. Or I'm sorry, to Kevin. Derpy is sad. He looks less sad now. I do got to admit. Vegas says Derpy is contemplating jumping off the top ropes onto Vanilla Thunder.
Don't tempt.
Any comment either way?
Bring it, bitch.
Don't tempt.
Bring it. I'm no selling, baby. I'm no selling. You come from the top rope and land that whole weight on me. I'm popping up like it was nothing.
We'll do it in WW2K 26 or 25, whatever.
No. We ain't playing no video games. We get into
we doing it real?
We doing it real.
I hope you go camping and get fucked in the ass by an angry moose.
That's right. Camp is starting today, guys. It's St. Vincent College in Latrobe here in Western Pennsylvania.
That's my fetish.
In Westmoreland County. I know a lot of people are in town, guys. If you are heading in, make sure to get that ticket registered on Steelers.com or Ticketmaster. You don't have to deal with that stuff upon arrival. That is required. However, it is free. So do check it out, everybody. The arrivals are today. Mark Malone says this is a great day. Yinzers. And with Mark Malone, I'm never quite sure what that means, but always, of course, love Mark Malone's comments on the terrible board. Corey, don't drink that, says Derpy's face right now is the same one I had when Taco Bell told me they no longer have the steak street tacos. Take it off the menu then. Yeah, I understand that. I know I like my Derpy, you like fast food?
What kind of question is that, Ryan? look at this panel. Come on.
We looks like we do love some fast food. There's no two ways about that, Derpy.
What kind of question? Look at this panel, dude.
Let's go down here.
Yes.
I love fast food. I love Taco Bell. And you know what I found out, Derpy, out your way in Boardman? They have a steak and shake. We had one and they took it away. I'm like, I may make the trek out to Boardman sometime because I absolutely love the garlic burgers. And I would take that trip to Boardman anytime, to be honest with you.
Fantastic milkshakes as well.
And the Frisco melt. Onion rings. Let's go to Ty. Ty says, stats don't lie, Derpy. You're right. We haven't won shit. You know why? Tallman, this front office, and they overpaid Watt and DK. I'm fucking pissed. He is pissed, Tyrone. Vegas says this. Remember, you only get 2 pumps before you get a flag, Derpy.
I understand that reference.
He understands it.
You know what I find funny? Like that was like, from that Key and Peele skit.
Yes,
like people actually believe that's a rule in the NFL. The NFL doesn't give you 2 pumps. You don't even get 1 pump. You do one pump and you get a flag, and everyone goes, you get 2. That's crazy how it has permeated NFL's thinking of everyone's like, oh yeah, that's a real rule. You get 2 pumps.
Yeah.
It always cracks me up.
Let's go here to Vegas. I'm sorry, we did get Vegas. Mark Malone says Peach's strap-on has left his anus. Peach's strap-on has left his anus. I noticed.
That's why he was looking a little sad.
I thought so too, and I noticed last week I seen on his Nerd Show, I seen Aunt Peaches did pop back up briefly as well. So she's doing well, I guess. Still kicking. Let's go here to Yinzer Joe. Yinzer Joe says this. I watch every game I've been watching since the early 80s. JPJ isn't what I expect a Steeler corner to look like. Sorry, but isn't he very Ike Taylor-ish? Somebody that after the Super Bowl era of the 70s, we had great corners. We had Rod Woodson. Carnell Lake even made the move over to corner from safety. He was pretty good. Over time, we had different corners that were good, Mike, but the one that was there when we got it done and won multiple Super Bowls was the guy that has a very similar style to JPJ, and I'm talking about Ike Taylor. So again, I kind of think that he is kind of a Steeler quarterback at the end of the day, because the most successful corner that we had since the 70s by success on the field, talking about Super Bowl rings, has been a guy that plays very similar to JPJ.
Yeah, and Ike was a better tackler, and then that's about it. They both walked down, the team's number ones. They both couldn't catch, but they were going to cut half the field off. And that's what I'm looking for in my number one is our team's going to target him, and they really don't. But when they do target him, Are they going to complete passes against him? And the stats say no. He's one of the best, and he's like the best cornerback on third down for completion percentage. They're only completing 30% of the passes on him on third downs. He's a lockdown, shutdown corner. I don't know what else Steeler fans want out of him.
I think they won 13 interceptions in a season. Obviously, and again, I'm not. Yeah, go ahead, Derpy.
I was just gonna say Ike Taylor is more of a team player than JPJ at this point.
What is that? And again, I'm not arguing or debating. I'm just asking you to further.
You would do anything for them to win instead of worrying about money.
Okay, Mike.
But
I just got a headache right here, so I'm just going to
Okay,
move
no,
on.
you're
That's
okay.
like the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
What? Okay, that's fair. Let's move on though. A lot going on. I see the difference now. I see where what one is saying, what the other is saying. Let's continue moving on. Let's go right here to Tyrone. Nobody gives a f what your opinion is. He says also Steelers Chic says sorry for missing some episodes. You start at 8 p.m. I think I'm not sure what it would be in your time, but it's all good, my man. It's nice to see you. Glad you're back, and we're ready to get into camp. As this Tuesday's a little rocky. It's a little rocky, as this is, of course, camp arrival day. Let's go, Tyrone. He says, you a JPJ hater, and I've been peeping it. Let's go to Corey. Corey says, random, but why didn't Tater become a Rams fan after losing Garrett instead of becoming a Niner fan? The fuck? Random thought of my day.
I actually know why, because he explained it one day, because we asked him, because Myles Garrett was a traitor and forced his way out of Cleveland. So now he's a Myles Garrett hater, so now he's a 49ers fan.
See, I like Myles Garrett now. I hated him when he was in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I'm kind of delighted to watch him play this year. I'm going to tell you what. Why? Maybe this speaks volumes about our Tater, because it would make sense to go to a team that has two people that's 99 on Madden. And this matters to some people, Mike.
Right.
Yes, it does.
Matthew Stafford and Myles Garrett, both 99s this year. And if you do want to know, Mike, there is only 6 names on the 99 club. Throwing it out there real quick, guys. Stafford, Allen, Myles Garrett, JSN, Jamar Chase. Also, and Mike, finally, this name here is somebody that I didn't expect to see as a 99, as the tight end from Arizona, Trey McBride. Trey McBride is a 99.
Really?
On Madden this year. For anybody that is paying attention, Matt Stafford, Josh Allen, Myles Garrett, JSN, Jamar Chase, and Trey McBride are the 6 players on Madden that are 99s, if you can even believe it.
Josh Allen is a 99 with all the chances he had, especially last year's bullshit.
That's what it says.
Yeah, I love me some Trey McBride, but a 99.
Again,
I love me some Trey McBride, but a 99.
That's crazy.
Like, I know he put up wide receiver 1 type numbers on a shitty team.
Because
a 99, that's just crazy in Madden. But hey,
but again, Mike, people go by this. If
I know.
If you believe
I
that,
know.
People go by Madden ratings when they talk about real football sometimes. And
Madden ratings and PFF grades, man.
Yeah, they're right next to one another, in my opinion. Those two.
they are. But yeah, don't get it wrong. I love Trey McBride, but 99 kind of threw me for a loop there.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Let's go down here a little bit. Let's go to Vegas. He says stats do lie. Ty, have you ever heard the terms garbage time or this game isn't as close as the score might indicate? Mark Malone, winners are probably better in LA. I could imagine that is very true. I'd like to experience one of them LA winners. I just would. What's your point, Vegas? Tyrone is saying, I'm talking Porter stats. Laugh my ass off. Let's continue down here to Vegas. Vegas says this in response. My point is stats do lie. Mark Malone says Porter stats are skewed by Tomlin's D letting the guy not manned up, run free. I'm sorry. Noah's a cuck is what Tortilla is saying. Noah is a cuck. He's not a proven corner is what Mark Malone is saying. That makes no sense. Ty is saying that in response. Probably not you, Mark. Let's go to Tyrone, and we're going to grab some more topics to get into here. He says, last time I checked, he's never let up a touchdown in lockdown top wide receivers. Time isn't that something, guys? Though I mean, Derpy still hasn't let up a touchdown in 3 years, and he does get the best receiver. Again, I'm not trying to debate you. I'm just trying to put these out there just to get your thoughts because I'm kind of confused, and I'm trying to put it all together in my head with everybody different opinions. And that's why we're here, Derpy. What's your thoughts? I mean, if he would have given up 5 touchdowns, maybe you could have made this argument. Is it all come down to interceptions? Is that what people want to see more? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
My whole point about that was just the whole modern era of the NFL in general, not just JPJ. It's just paying them before they're proven in the playoffs. It's really kind of unwatchable, regardless how talented they are.
And I don't disagree with that. I hate the money aspect in sports a lot of times. Unfortunately, that is what it is. But I agree with that to an extent.
It's just all 3 of us have watched football for a great amount of time.
Correct.
In our lives, mostly. It's not the same. It really isn't. It's not the same sport. It's just not enjoyable.
You know, when I started really recognizing this about sports is when all the names started getting the company names on them. All the stadiums started being instead of Three River Stadium, they became the Heinz Fields and things like this. That's when it really hit me what you're talking about. But unfortunately, I mean, it is what it is. We have to adapt, and it is what it is. But I agree with both sides. I understand with what you're saying, at least. Let's jump back on the board here for a few more. Ty says, this, Mark, you're starting to piss me off, bro. Let's go to Mark. You're starting. We got that. Let's come down here to Ty, and then I'm going to jump into a couple new things. Tyrone, I'm sorry, Mark. No, Tortilla. Tortilla says Noah's wife is with Mason Rudolph right now. FYM boring. What is FYM? I'm sorry. I apologize. Anybody?
I have no idea.
Yinzer Joe says Tyrone wants to come on his hat from Joey Porter. If I tell you what, if you can't get Joey's, I got something here for you. I got one I'm trying to get rid of. Let's get into some different things, guys. DK Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers rooming together again, back-to-back years. Mike, this was kind of funny last year. It was almost like it appeared as to be the odd couple because Aaron's kind of a weird dude at the end of the day. And it ended up being fine, Mike. And apparently they're building such a chemistry and now back for year 2 being roomed together at training camp at St. Vincent. Is this a good sign for Steeler fans just while you're looking at the continuity and you're hoping for relationships to be mending and growing for the Steelers? Is this encouraging year 2 years in a row, Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf rooming in the dorm at St. Vincent College?
Yeah, I like it. You know, your quarterback, your number 1 receiver, you know, continuing that bond and that friendship that they formed last year by being, you know, putting together in the suite together. The old guy and the quasi olderish guy, but still younger than him. You know, like that dynamic of DK wanting to play video games and Rodgers just wanting to just sit down and relax. That dynamic and how it formed their bond and their friendship. I like that. And you started to see how it carried over into the field last year. You know, yeah, he may have been the only receiver that he had, him and Gainwell, but he had trust in DK Metcalf, and it's going to carry over this year too. And you're seeing both players in their interviews. Both of them seem so much more relaxed this year. Like they're more acclimated to the environment that they're in out here. That's how it is at any job. But you know, by year 2, you know, you're comfortable within your own skin in this new organization. And now, you know, Rodgers has the head coach that he's familiar with and comfortable with. DK's, you know, being like, my God, like his introductory press conference today, it seemed like a whole new guy out there talking. So I love to see that from those two guys working together, and that's only going to spread throughout the team. You know, you have your 2 big guys on offense, you know, being comfortable, being relaxed. It's going to make everyone else more comfortable, more relaxed. And I'm excited for it. And I love it, again, how they're both staying together in the dorms.
Derpy?
I got 2 things.
Yeah.
I like this. I like the chemistry. I love it going forward with this idea. But let's hope they can Aaron can control DK for not beating another fan up. Also, I'm kind of shocked it's not Pittman instead.
Interesting. Interesting. And again, I don't want anybody punching anyone in the head. Not this year. Again, the goal is the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, it was a fan. And again, you got to be able to control yourself. So I agree with that. But at the end of the day, it's an interesting take. If you would have Pittman and DK rooming together, Mike, I do like it. I do like Aaron Rodgers. I do like Metcalf back together again. These are two veterans. These are two guys that's been around quite some time. They won a lot of football games together. They were very successful. I mean, they won a lot of football games in their time. They've been successful. So having these two guys together rooming, it's almost like having, these guys that could keep an eye over everything and kind of be in place with one another just in case something's missed. Certainly on offense because they're both on O. Now that they could kind of keep an eye on everything together is the two veterans, maybe leaders in a sense. I like it, Mike. I like it. But as Derpy says, it would have been interesting to have DK and Pittman maybe teaming, rooming up together as well.
Yeah, but hey, if I'm one of those guys, I'm dragging, a bunch of the receivers to that suite.
Yeah,
it doesn't be every night, but a couple of nights throughout there, a week up there, like, hey, let's do a quick film session, or it's a quick, hey man, let's just hang out and get to know each other type of thing.
This also, guys, DK, we mentioned earlier, despite Aaron Rodgers saying this is his final run in the NFL, DK also says in his interview, Mike, he says there is a chance the future Hall of Fame quarterback changes his mind. So again, at the end of the day, maybe Aaron Rodgers didn't have everybody out for the last rodeo for his last season. Maybe he just wanted everyone to come out for a rodeo and all hang out. Who knows what's going on? Aaron Rodgers, again, making amends with his family this offseason. Mike, maybe a perfect way to finish his career off in the NFL, walking off with a Super Bowl trophy in his hand. Boy, it couldn't be better.
That would be perfect. That would be a storybook ending there. That'd be awesome. But hearing Rodgers talk, it does sound like it's the end. And DK just, pumping up this guy.
Of course.
But, I saw that, and Aaron's probably thinking, God damn it, DK, I'm 42 years old. Haven't taken a hit yet this year. Let me get sacked once before you start telling people I might be coming back.
And that's what people were saying. I mean, if he gets through the season unfazed, maybe he doesn't get hit as much this year. It could be. But again, right now, what we know is this is his last season. Yeah. Whether that changes, whether it doesn't, we will find out, of course.
Usually, like when an athlete starts saying, hey, talking about retirement, they're retired. Like they have it in their mind, get through this, and then I'm out.
We will see. Let's continue on the board right here. OG Yinzer Joe says Tyrone wants. Okay, we did get the Jizz hat. Also, Vegas says Hall of Fame for sure, unless he goes OJ on someone.
On his fake wife.
Yeah, on the fake wife. He shouldn't get as much time, like in as much trouble for killing his fake wife.
You should not.
In theory. Let's continue right here. Let's go to Tyrone. He says, I'm out, man. Y'all two don't know nothing about football and ruin the show for me every time. That is Yinzer Joe and Mark. He's talking about do better. Y'all some clowns is what he's saying. I think they got to their they established their goal, Mike. I don't know. They've been very hard on Ty about JPJ for a long time, and maybe he just maybe he cracked.
He cracked. Yeah, you can only push a man so far.
Let's go to Vegas. Vegas says folks are hyped up. I'm sorry. Now that camp started, absolutely. I know that everybody is certainly excitable. Now that guys are showing up, that's what's going on today. And I do want to say what's up to Jamie Carlo, my man. Great seeing you on the terrible board as always. Yo to you, sir. Welcome back. Great seeing you. Corey says we haven't had a real quarterback. A real wide receiver room since AB left. We had Juju and a bunch of randos. Then we got Pickens and had Johnson, who couldn't score a touchdown. It's going to be interesting. And again, these are why I'm saying that no house is nuts. I think there's again more to be interested in this camp than there has been certainly in quite some time. I'll just put it that way. So we will see. Let's continue to move forward. Let's go here to and Mike. Mike will fight that Deontay Johnson. He'll die on that hill any day of the week. I noticed that.
I will too, man.
He naturally does a face when somebody says Deontay. There's like certain triggers I picked up on Mike's. Matter of fact, I know them.
One.
And I know that I don't know if anybody else has this list of triggers, but I have about a half dozen, and I know all I have to say is one word, and I can get him just like this.
Hey, I'm just saying, go back and re-watch those first 3 years of Deontay. You know.
Now, I mean, the guy, as far as
Don't watch years 4 on.
Yeah.
Watch years 1 through 3. Okay, stop the tape there. Okay, those other years didn't happen. Okay.
Now, I mean, he's not in the league.
Good
Nobody
3-year
wants him,
run
so
in
I
the
guess
NFL.
that holds some credence. Let's continue forward here. Don't be mad, Tyrone. We just speaking the truth on JPJ. Also, Mark says we have a new starting cornerback too. Let's go back to Wild Herb Ways. Wild says this: Mac is going put the hammer down. First week, the vets are grumbling big time. Watt, Metcalf, Rogers, and Ramsey. Big changes. Drew, Will, and Mason are in. Rogers on the PUP. Wild Herb, that herb is wild, baby. Gotta love it. Let's continue right here to Jamie. Jamie says this: so much to be excited about this year. You don't have a pulse if you think this is, and that's why I found it so.
Yep.
That's why I was so irritated by the comment. This again is the biggest camp in decades, possibly. It really is, with the changes and everything new and all the issues and the problems and the thing. It's just I couldn't be more excited, Derpy, than the camp
Right.
this year with everything that's going on. At least
Could be
intrigued.
Definitely is the turning point. Could be the turning point of the franchise.
It could be. We'll certainly find out. There's two ways about that. Anything short of a fiery auto accident, we will find out. Let's go right here. I'm freaking stoked, man, Mark Malone says, and he follows it up by saying, actually playing offense again for the first time in years. Everybody's excited about this for sure. Yinzer Joe says the guy is just looking for a click quota. Absolutely. Of course, going back to Noah. And that's who it was, Jamie. It was Noah Hiles, of course, from Pittsburgh. The Post-Gazette here in the Berg says it's boring. This is the most boring camp. Matter of fact, I could read that for you again. I think it's that interesting, Mike. And again, I think this is something. This is what he says. Noah Hiles about the Pittsburgh Steelers training camp. I know this won't be a popular opinion among our readers. I get it, but I don't care. My job is to write what I feel, to tell it like it is. That's one of my big pet peeves about Pittsburgh.
Tell it
like it is. I'm the super genius. I know everything and nobody else knows anything.
Say I'm the next Skip Bayless.
Yeah, the fuck out of here. Let me continue. I apologize. And right now, with training camp set to begin this week, I'm truly struggling to find any form of excitement amongst this group, is what Noah Hiles said. And again,
that's just crazy from a Pittsburgher to say that.
I think it's crazy. I agree. I agree.
Especially writing at like the main company in Pittsburgh that writes the news mostly.
Pittsburgh sports media is goofy. It's goofy. Just go right to the top here. I want to grab Chris real quick. He says Sharky's is packed. I can imagine with local and foreign Yinzers. It's a cool vibe in here. Tell them about us. Hey, why not? Bring us up. Let's go to Corey. Corey says negativity gets more attention. It's more exciting for some reason. Humans are just fucked up. They enjoy drama too much. I agree. And this is why the world's never going to be fixed, because now everybody's voice is on the platform. You know, you could have an opinion before and still live your life. Now everybody's voice is there, and everybody's ready to pounce on you the second you say something. So it's a different time.
Ike Taylor.
Totally different time. What's that, dude?
I said like Ike Taylor.
Like Ike.
Getting fired the other day.
Ryan Clark?
Ryan Clark, my bad.
Yeah.
Ryan Clark.
And you know what? It's America. You can say what you want, but again, at the end of the day, people are just getting really fucking annoying. That's just my take. Let's continue forward. Let's go here to, hey, again, and also, if you want to, here's my problem. Social media is for everybody. You jump on, you see your friends, you see your mother, you see your aunt, you see kids you went to school with. create a platform like we do if you're going to talk stupid shit. People don't want to see your shit on an everyday basis. If they want to listen to you or watch you, let them tune into you.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I'm tired of just reading everyone's bullshit on social media. It's fucking ridiculous. But anyway, again, I digress. Let's continue forward. Let's go here to Vegas. Vegas says this. He says, we have a real offensive-minded head coach for the first time in damn near all of our lives. That's not exciting? To have an offensive-minded head coach for the first time in 55 years? 60 years? What a dope.
You forgot the Hall of Fame title, potentially.
Dopey.
Hall of Fame offensive coach.
What's that?
I said basically a Hall of Fame offensive coach. Because potentially he's going to go into the Hall of Fame.
Let's continue right here, guys. We have a real offensive-minded head coach, Tortilla. We do want to again thank you for the super chat. The tarnished lining, Mark Malone is saying, that's kind of more like it. Facts, Vegas. Let's fucking go. Boo this man. Boo. Boo what Mark says. Sorry, I was piggybacking off of Ryan referencing Half-Baked. I did get that. Also, Mark Malone says, oh, Lord, I haven't seen that in forever. And I did watch it the other day for the first time in a long time, and it is still as good as it was back then. I like Mary Jane. The person and the let's continue forward. That's all we're gonna do. Let's go right here to the original OG Injured Joe. Ryan, you guys didn't give me your opinions on Ryan Clark's firing and comments yesterday. I'm not sure that I cared enough to pay attention to the story. From what I know, he said that they were a dictatorship. I'm not surprised, is my opinion. Again, I don't know a whole bunch. I didn't get into the article. I didn't really find it that fascinating. But to be honest, he's the kind of guy that it doesn't surprise me. He's outspoken, and again, that it's been this way since the beginning of time. And again, people have been fired for saying things for a long time. Beyond that, I really don't have much of an opinion. Mike, yourself?
All I know is Peter Schrager's a bitch.
There you go.
But no, I like his takes, the way he breaks down the game. He's knowledgeable and knows what he's talking about. He helped bring that program to sports Emmys. So, and the way it was handled, they fired him mid-shift and they let everyone else go the next day. That's kind of fucked up to me. But other than that, is what it is. It's ESPN. I haven't watched ESPN a lot outside of just little clips of segments of what I want to watch. So I don't watch a lot of sports talk, no matter if it's like ESPN, FS1, stuff like that. So
it's another example of the main media hating the Steelers, not the Steeler media.
In my opinion as well, he's
very outspoken though. You're right.
He's outspoken, and that guy sometimes gets
much
fired.
Yeah,
I'm very familiar with it. Some of my favorite people in radio has been the same way. It is what it is. He's outspoken. You know what? If he would have still been here, that's fine with me. Him being fired is fine with me also. Again, maybe I'll look more into the story, but again, it doesn't surprise me. Yeah. Let's continue forward. Let's go right here to Almighty. What's up, Almighty producer D? Welcome back to the show, Almighty. He says, salute, gents. Just passing through. Rudolph taking number 2 reps. What's your read on that mess? It doesn't surprise me to start out camp. I mean, not at all. This is exactly what I would do. I'm going to be very, very, very on top of what Will Howard does. But at the point of going into camp, Will Howard has never played a single snap in the NFL or preseason last year due to injury, and Mason has been the second-string quarterback. This, in fact, is exactly what I would expect Mason coming into camp as number 2.
And it's basically, when you have the owner, the GM, coach to say the goal is to win the Super Bowl, you're going to go through more proven backup right now. And if Will Howard beats him out of camp, go with it. I'm not a big Will Howard guy, but film don't lie. And if he looks good against the same level of competition, you might have to roll the dice with him and move on from Mason. But I have no problem with Mason being the number 2 right now. I think it's the smart, prudent move to do.
It's the smart thing, absolutely. And Will, if he wins it, he's got to win it. And it couldn't have been handed to him. Whether Mason ends up being number 2 by the end of this thing, I don't know. But as of right now, that was the right move, I do believe. Always great seeing you. Thank you, Almighty producer D. Welcome back. Corey says this at Mark. It's one of my favorite comedies, LOL. Don't Be a Menace is another one. Cheech and Chong movies always hit too, especially in, Up in Smoke?
Oh, yeah.
When they were sitting in the car when it was parked and they thought they were driving. One of the greatest scenes in any movie, anytime ever. Mark Malone's massive gun will prevail. Or Magnum. Mark Malone says Magnum's massive gun will prevail. Follows it up by saying this: we need to trade JPJ now. Guys, yay. And it's so crazy. I could just sit here and every single thing we talk about, I could predict what Mike and Derpy's face are going to look like depending on who we're talking about. We started talking about Will Howard, and I see Mike perk up. Oh, wait a minute, Will Howard is here. See that? And then I see Derpy. Yeah, we talk about JPG Derpy. I mean, come on, let's give the guys a chance. Let's give them a chance, guys. Let's go here. Free JPJ is what Tortilla is saying. Mark Malone, I like the ocean, but it does make me paranoid in the deep. Yeah, me too. I don't swim well. Derpy, do you swim well? Is that another call? Is this something I should know? You're not going to say to me, does it look like I swim well? Is this something that I should know? Do you swim okay, Derpy?
Yes.
Do you? Okay. Mike, you swim?
Yeah.
No, I don't swim. I'm
a strong swimmer.
I just drown. I don't float. I don't know why. I would assume with all the holes in your head, Mike, I would assume you didn't either. But look at you, you're a big swimmer.
Yeah, I can swim.
Let's go here. We need to get a trade done last week. Mark Malone follows it up by saying he did get that. Jamie says you got to get live tackling in during camp. Absolutely. Because it's football, right?
Especially if your goal is to win a Super Bowl.
Perhaps if tackling wasn't something that was done all the time in football, maybe then you could kind of get away from it. Tackling's kind of important. Why don't you take away throwing passes in camp as well?
No
and
blocking.
how about running? I mean, let's not run or block either. That's how weird it is to me. But again, we'll see. Guys showing up today. Camp arrival today, of course. Derpy does need a bong hit. I couldn't agree with you more. Sick. He does, and as does Mike. Look at these two mugs. Come on.
I'm good, man. I'm straight.
The mugs on these two today. Let's go to Vegas. Derpy and Vanilla Thunder are on seafood diets. They see food and they eat it. Oof. I'll see myself out.
Huh.
Huh. You're on the list, Vegas.
Who said
I'm
that?
not telling. I just know that I like it.
Vegas.
Vegas.
That's
on the
how
list.
it is. Uh-huh.
I don't know who said it. I know that I like it.
am
That's
a
all that
picky
matters.
eater. I'm a very picky eater. So I'll see the food and I have to see if it's worth eating or not. You know, kind of like my dates.
Hey now.
I was talking about the fruit.
When you were dating the fruits, I remember that. Remember the website?
God damn it! I ran head first into that one. I thought I hit myself out or pitched myself out of a jam, and I just threw a hanging curveball.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Let's
Yes,
go right here, guys. Don't drink that. Corey says 2 pumps and a wiggle is how I got kids. And I gotta say, Corey, I do want to congratulate you. I did watch the latest the CERN video last night. Shiva. I think I've been paying attention to the Shiva statue and all that for a long time, and very interesting video. Go check Corey out if you are into conspiracy theories. Mark Malone, he says we should have traded JPJ last week. Probably won't get crap out of him now. Also, Vegas says Vanilla Thunder is getting thrown off the top of the steel cage by King Derpy. Yeah. Possibly in an Undertaker Mankind fashion, Mike?
Brother, that ain't gonna work for the Thunder. I got creative control.
That did happen in Pittsburgh. It was in Pittsburgh.
It happened. I ain't getting no fucking tooth coming out my lip or through my nose. Ain't happening.
Fair enough. Let's go right here. Let's go to Vinny. I do want to say what's up to Vinny. Vinny Holt says this. Aaron Rodgers deserves a 99 for once. Vinny, you know what? I saw something this morning that they have Aaron Rodgers at the bottom of the list as far as how good the quarterbacks are this year. To be honest, a team that had no coordinator, no wide receivers, and a lot of issues managed to go 10-7 and make the playoffs last year. I think Aaron's doing a little better than the very bottom of the list as far as quarterbacks go. 99, I don't know, but at the end of the day, I certainly think he's better than what the media is telling us he is, and I think the proof was in the pudding. Take last year and look at it. Without Aaron Rodgers, we don't go 10-7 last year. Without Aaron Rodgers, we don't go to the playoffs. Again, this is with quarterbacks that we actually had access to. We could probably have done it with really good quarterbacks or somebody else, but Aaron Rodgers is doing just fine. Again, I think he's the best opportunity for us to win right now. Right now. Glad to have you on the terrible board, Vinny. Welcome, Vinny. Corey says this. He says, my created character of myself is a 99 on Madden, but I'm like a 10 in real life. You got to be careful with those comparisons.
That's great.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I've been there. You make your guy like 10 feet tall, 400 pounds. Nobody can tackle him. Mark Malone, he says, A-Rod and DK are going to be a force now that there are other wide receivers. You're probably right. It's certainly going to play a role, and I'm here for it. And for whatever reason, Noah Hiles isn't. I find this very fascinating. Kenneth, what's up, my brother? Kenneth Jones back in the house. What up, guys? Football is back, baby. That's right, and Kenneth is back. Mike, I just have to take a break. Kenneth's back. We're getting some major names along with all of the regular. Mike, please take over for a couple messages, would you? I can hardly contain myself.
You can hardly contain yourself. Oh my God, where were we at? I lost it.
Kenneth Jones. There
we go. Kenneth Jones back. Okay, here we go. Christopher Sharkies is packed with local and foreign Yinzers. Cool vibe. And I'll say, the guy who has the best wingding and shrimp cocktails in Latrobe? Sharkies, baby. It's very good. I bet Derper heard wingdings and heard dongs. He got really excited. I saw the drool start coming out of his mouth. He heard dongs. He's like,
saliva.
Oh, shit. I'll do one more here. We got Bricks Gaming. What up, brother? Welcome to the board. Do you guys think that Rooney hired Mike so that they failed and everyone would blame Mike instead of Rooney?
I would say probably 100%.
Derpy's on board with that one. I think Rudy just doesn't want anyone to look his direction. He's almost as bad as Bob Nutting.
I'm glad to see that things are good for Chris. I'm glad to see your wife is doing better in Yinzar at Sharkies. Have a great time. Stay safe, my friend. And always love seeing with Chris, Kenneth, and again, Kenneth. I just had to stop for a second. I missed you, man. I missed Kenneth, and there he is, everybody. Kenneth back in the house. As we are heading, it's almost like the guys on the board, Mike, are showing up as they are in camp. Like Kenneth just showed up in a helicopter, and
just out of nowhere,
Love it. And also Bricks as well. Welcome to the show. Thank you for the comment, and welcome to the terrible board. Tortilla, again, I'm gonna have to look more into it. I wasn't that interested in the Ryan Clark. It wasn't. I will. Maybe I'll give you a better comment tomorrow. I just don't know the ins and outs of the situation. Let's go to Vegas. Vegas says, please go to the rivers and have swimming race across them. I did my share of swimming in the Ohio River in my life. I don't plan on doing it anymore, but might as well, right?
We will go down to a YMCA where there's actual chlorinated water.
All right.
And then I'll win in that thing.
It reminds me of the I don't know if you guys are anybody's a Seinfeld fan. One time, a little kid, him and his dad were standing at the looking in the Hudson River or the East River, one of the two, and the dad goes, "Yeah, nobody swims out there." And the little boy goes, "Dad, there's somebody swimming right there." And the dad goes, "No, son, this is where the mafia dumps the bodies when they kill people." I don't know why it took me there. It did.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Let's go right here. Mark Malone, just don't want to get eaten by massive fish with massive teeth. Sounds like a real bad fucking time. You ain't kidding. I do want to say what's up to Raul. Raul is in the house. Man, and I did see the other day I stopped over and I checked out the show yesterday, Derpy, that Chins guys did Sunday night. I seen that Raul had stopped in as well and commented over there on the Nerd Show. Always great seeing Raul in the house on the terrible board. He says he has to be rated higher than Twatson and Showdor, right? Absolutely. He's a Hall of Famer. The only thing that he has against him, Mike, I think everyone would agree, is the age, his age. And how much
his ego too.
I think his ego is kind of what makes him. It kind of gives him a little bit of an edge sometime. I don't know. What is his biggest? What's your biggest problem with Aaron Rodgers, Mike? I mean, I think the obvious thing is the fact he's 43 years old.
I mean, that he's 43 years old.
I think that's my problem.
That he's not as mobile as he once was. And he's
right.
He's not like a Peyton Manning back there, but he's not what he once was back there. So the mobility is just a concern for me.
Well, let's go right here. I'm going to go to Vegas. Mike, he says this Aaron's going to be a 77 to start is my guess. Raul says this people only like Yingling because it rhymes with dingling. Let's go to Kenneth. Kenneth says, "Good to see you as well, you sir. Thank you, my man. I'm very excited. It's time. You start to see certain names. You're there. It's time. Great to see you, Kenneth." Bricks says, "This Monday night game in Jacksonville, I'll be there. Let me know if anyone else is going." We sure will, Bricks. That's awesome, bro. That is awesome, man. Raul says, "Ryan Clark spotted screaming incoherently at a Caitlin Clark poster." Let's go right here. Let's go to my man Sick Jones. He says, "I'm looking forward to eating my way through the burg. I can't wait. Steelers game and great food. I'm sure when it gets closer, I hope you guys will point." Absolutely. I can't wait to see you. Sick is going to be making the trek, of course, across the country to come in to watch the Steelers. Very excited about that as well. I do know that Chris is in, not quite in town. He's in Westmoreland County, but he's in town. It's where it's at today, as of course this is a rival day. He says this when that first depth chart comes out, it will tell us a lot.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Mike, I want to swing over to Derpy. Derpy does have his segment here. I don't want to screw him out on that. He wants to go through division, and this is the time of day that we're going to do this every day. Mike, yesterday we talked about the NFC West. We're going to work our way from the NFC to our division, the AFC North, of course. So, Derpy, the next division on the list as we go backwards would be the NFC South division. Guys, so hang out for a couple minutes. We are going to talk about what each division, what we think they're going to play out, how they're going to play out. And, Derpy, this one's important to us. It's relevant to us because the Steelers do play the NFC South this year with an additional NFC game against the Eagles. But the teams Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Carolina, and New Orleans are going to be the teams on our plate this year. Game in France, of course, with New Orleans. Tampa Bay, I think that this game is going to be more important than people are thinking it is right now. Carolina, and then also the Atlanta Falcons to kick off the season. Derpy, I'm going to start with you. What's your feel on this division, the NFC South?
It's always one of the weaker divisions every year, pretty much.
And you can say that about the AFC South as well, with Tennessee's and the Jacksonville's. And the two South divisions seem to always be bringing up the rear.
I feel like the weakest team will probably be the Panthers. I mean, they really didn't add much. I think they have their guy. It's just surrounding him with the tools they need for him to succeed.
Who do you like in this division? Who's going to come out on top?
I like the Falcons.
Okay, interesting. Now, is this a Tua-led Falcons team that you like, or is this a Michael Penix Falcons team that you like? Because again, Tua, the pickup there is interesting. They don't seem to be they never seem to be happy with the quarterbacks they have. It's always bringing somebody else in. They fail, get rid of them, bring somebody else in. Poor Michael Penix has been standing there for how long? Tua, I believe Tua is going to get the nod, right?
I would assume so. He has the more experience.
Mike, let me come over to you on this NFC South. What do you think about again, Derpy's not wrong. This generally is one of the softer divisions, one of the weaker divisions. That's the division that we got this year along with the AFC South. What's your thoughts?
Right now, on paper, it's Tampa Bay's division to lose. Yeah, Vita Vea's asking for a trade because I know that he wants a contract. I think they're trying to save money to have money for Baker. So that's gonna put a wrench in their plans, but we'll see how that plays out. But right now, I still have Tampa Bay being the dominant team there. Like the Falcons, they have on paper
pieces. They have a lot of
pieces for an offense. I think Kevin Stefanski's their head coach, so he always has good offenses where he goes. I think that's where he went. I like what they're doing on offense. They have some pieces on defense that I like. They could be a dark horse. Like if Tua can stay healthy, which is a big if. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson. That's three really good players.
That's pretty tough.
That's a good three. They have good complementary players. They could pull it out. Carolina though, like
They have their guys, just surrounding them with pieces.
Yeah, and he at points he plays really well. At points he doesn't. He's that guy. Like if he was another like 5 inches taller, I think he would be a much more consistent quarterback because he'd be able to actually see over the line. There's a problem there. And for me, the Saints, I like everything about the Saints except their quarterback situation. Like you got a 45-year-old quarterback and suck, and I just don't see anything happening.
Who's the old quarterback on that team?
Tyler Shuck. He's like what 26.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, he was in college since the Hoover administration. Him and Kenny Pickett, they were on the same graduate plan. I just don't.
I can't wait till we get far enough away from the COVID time where people stop saying that, because COVID certainly played a big part of a lot of these kids having that extra time in college.
I just this kid right here, I just don't see it with him. But I like everything else about that roster.
Yep.
Like if like them in Atlanta could be a dark horse coming out of there if their quarterbacks can step it up and play. Like that team could be dangerous. But right now I have it Tampa, and then everyone else jockeying for that number 2 spot or that spoiler spot.
See, I'm exactly right there with you. I have Tampa Bay winning the division. I have the other 3 teams battling it out. I think it could really go in any order once you get beyond Tampa Bay. And my reason is this. I think that it's because they are the team that has the most people in the right spots. I think what you guys were trying to say with Atlanta, with New Orleans, with Carolina, they have a lot of good pieces. They have a lot of encouraging pieces. That's because they draft at the top of the order every year. Listen, you are going to have good pieces. They just don't have good teams. It isn't like they're built nicely where they're just this or that off. They're just not good, complete teams. The most complete team of the group in the NFC South is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have somebody that they can consider an established franchise quarterback at this point. Who knows what's going to happen after the season? But Baker Mayfield has been proven. He's proven that he could play the game of football. The guy is a gamer. As far as these other teams, I do think that they have shining spots. Atlanta, the names that you mentioned, New Orleans, as you also mentioned, Mike. Carolina got good players here. They won a lot of football games last year as it went on, certainly over exceeding expectations, as did the Saints as the season started getting a little bit later. So for me personally, I think for those reasons, those 3 teams, in your words, Mike, have to jock out for position 4, 2, 3, and 4. I think that Tampa Bay is just the most complete team of that particular division. It's not a good division, but they have tight ends. They have wide receivers. They have a franchise quarterback. They have they got a defense. They've been building, Mike, bringing players in. A new special teams coach, of course, Danny Smith. We love the guy. So as far as just what you have put together as a team, I don't think that Tampa Bay is winning any Super Bowls. But as far as the NFC South goes, this is the team I see finishing on top. And Mike, again, exactly what you're saying. I think the other 3 teams are then jockeying for 2, 3, 4 after that.
Yeah, that's probably how it's going to shake out. But like if Tua can figure it out and stay healthy, he still can sling the ball. But he gets one more hit to the head, it's over for him. So it's going to be interesting.
And that's for the rest of his life. Unfortunately, I mean, I would hate to commit to Tua. I would hate to have to be Miami or an Atlanta where you have to make these decisions, because the dude, as Bricks is saying, Tampa wins unless Tua plays like a top 10, 15 quarterback this year. This is, the kid has it, but boy, he just had such a bad run in the NFL with the injuries again in Miami. So for those reasons, Mike, this is why I can't put these teams, the Atlantas, of course, Carolina, New Orleans, ahead. I have to go Tampa Bay. And again, if I'm looking for a second, I would assume it's going to be Atlanta. However, Carolina and New Orleans both overachieved last year and both found a way to win a lot of football games in their standards, for them teams. So again, at the end of the day, I do believe those final 3 will jock for that position. Tampa Bay, they have a nice put together team, and again, for that division, it is good.
It's going to be one of the fun divisions to watch. Just not because it's going to be great football, but it's going to be a tight race.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let me ask you this. Speaking of Bryce Young, a couple years ago, and of course, this is what people say every year as the year that's coming up happened. They were saying this is one of the best quarterback classes in a long time. We're talking about C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young. At this point, Which one of these two guys do you pick on your team if you're a coach and you get to pick for free? You get to get either Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. At this point, knowing what you know, which one of those two guys do you take?
CJ.
Ooh. This is a tough one.
It is tough. Because
God,
listen, I mean, I recognize
Eh.
the talents and the game that these guys have, but when they were coming out, I mean, this was one of the best quarterback classes in a while, which I mean, now we find out isn't quite the case. Kenneth on the board, he's saying Stroud. Derpy, you're saying Stroud. I'm like, what's your thought? And again, I don't know if there is it's all speculation, of course.
it's all speculation. Like Stroud has the
That is
measurables.
hard.
He did perform well in at least one playoff game his rookie year, but like he hasn't improved really since his rookie year at all. Bryce, he's been up and down, but there has been improvement along the way. But man, like a quarterback who's 5'10", it's hard for me to justify saying I want that guy to be my franchise quarterback. Stroud has the measurables, but Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl being a shorter quarterback.
He did.
And put together a Hall of Fame career. And we've seen guys with the measurables fucking flame out.
Yeah.
So, oh God, gun to my head. I would take. I'd take Bryce Young. And it's I could be swayed for CJ Stroud, but I haven't seen the commitment and drive to get better the way I've seen it with Bryce Young.
He seems to CJ seems to, as you said, you wanted to see more improvement because he was high at the top, and it just almost seemed like he flatlined.
Yeah.
Where Bryce Young, being on a bad team, albeit, Mike, he is improving. You could see Carolina last year again, winning more games than they have in the past. So he continues to get better. Where CJ, I'm not seeing the improvement.
Yeah.
Derpy, I'm sorry. Yeah, good.
I was just going to point out that CJ mostly of his career has played with better players than Bryce.
Absolutely.
And the Texans surrounded CJ instead of what the Carolina Panthers are doing with.
And the bad thing though with CJ is like they kept stripping away that offensive line. They did surround him with skilled players, but no offensive line. The Panthers, they have a decent line, and last year when they got him, Ted McMillan out of Arizona, that really helped him. That big body receiver who can be a true number one, that helped him a lot. So, right now with their careers, I would take Bryce Young, even though I hate his measurables. But you put on the tape, he's playing better football.
I don't want either one of them. I'm going to be honest. They both are South Division quarterbacks to me, and I've not seen anything to prove otherwise. But again, at the end of the day, it's the unfortunate luck of the draw. You're good. You're going to go to a bad team, and that has been the case with both of these guys, in my opinion. Mike, I this year, I would like to see them both be better than they've been entirely in the past. But again, we don't know. We will see that play out. Let's get some messages here. I'm going to go to Bricks. Bricks says this: we cannot sleep on the Falcons in week one. Ultimately, I think you're right. I think they have pieces that can do some damage, but ultimately they're just not a complete team. They're not close to being a complete team. They're strong in a bunch of different areas. And you kind of seen how that plays out with our team. When you don't have all your pieces in place, you can make things happen. You can win football games. You can make big plays, but at the end of the day, it's hard to stay consistent if you don't have all your pieces in place. And that seems to be the case with those teams in that division to me. But again, at the end of the day, you don't sleep on anybody. I could agree with that 100%. Mark Malone, we're going to jizz on the NFC South. A lot of jizz talk this week.
A lot of jizz talk, man.
I'm going to jump over Bricks as we did get that. Kenneth says Stroud is his pick. Stroud doesn't choke in crunch time. Howard, perhaps maybe. Oh, Howard does. I guess is what he's saying. Howard doesn't. Mark Malone, I'd take Rudy over all of them. And also, Brick says this: what you guys think about Kyler or Baker being? I don't want Kyler at all. I mean, he's another. Is Baker a midget too? How tall is he?
He's like I think 6'1".
Oh, he's 6'1". Okay, I'm cool with that.
He's in that range.
I just don't want any more midgets. That was such a disaster with Russell Wilson. And the thing is, he was Russell Wilson. The guy is a Hall of Famer. Yeah. So I mean, if you're talking about midgets, we've had a good midget. Yeah. And if you had given me Russell Wilson of 7 years ago, sign me up. When he was still mobile and able to slide and move in the pocket and roll out and make those plays. But yeah. And Baker's 6'1", but Baker has a lot of injuries too. He does, and I want to be honest with you. I like Kyler. Don't get me wrong. I just want to like him from afar.
Yeah,
That's all.
he's fun as a fan of football. He's someone fun
Absolutely.
to watch football, but I don't want him as the quarterback of my team.
Right.
But I think that anything is in the books, right? Anything is on the table right now, Bricks.
Yeah.
There's nothing. We don't have a plan in place. I mean, we're certainly monitoring situations. These young quarterbacks, what's coming out of college next year, what's going to be available via free agency. I think that Baker can be a piece, but again, there's a lot of things that's going to happen between now and then. Mike, last year we thought we were going to get our franchise quarterback from this class right here.
Yeah.
And guys, you know that didn't happen ultimately. So again, a lot of football to be played. We got to see what these kids do out of college. That plays a big part, Mike. There was names last year that didn't even enter the draft that we were hoping to see. So a lot of football to be played. But yes, I do think I can see that's happening. Let me go right here to Steelmatic. Great seeing you, Steelmatic. G in the house. Mr. Honda says, let's go camp arrival. That's right, big baby. Salute y'all. Salute chat. Great seeing you, my man, on a terrible board. Steelmatic, everybody in the house. So Derpy, what's your final thoughts? The NFC South, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just because they have a more complete roster. That's what I'm going off of. Beyond that, I say Atlanta, New Orleans, and Carolina. Roll the dice, roll the Yahtzee Cup, whatever it is, and see how they lay. That's my final take. What's your final assessment of the NFC South?
I'm gonna say probably the Bucks, but I think finish first. But I think the Falcons have the most potential in the division for everybody's. Like basically have the most potential, and then I would say the Saints probably third, and then obviously Carolina last.
Let me ask you, Mike, when it's all said and done, what's the division the Steelers manage against the NFC South? I mean, if there's trap games, so I mean, it would be easy to say, well, let's look at the bad teams and say we're going to beat them. Let's look at the good teams, say this is going to be a good game. At the end of the day, you just don't know. The NFL is week to week. It's trap games happen. When it's all said and done, what do we finish in the NFC South? Again, we have the additional NFC game with the Eagles, but let's just talk about the South right now. What do you see the Steelers finishing against the South?
Right now, I have us 3-1. One loss coming up on Tampa, but wouldn't surprise me if somehow we go 2-2.
Okay.
Just the way the season plays out and stuff.
All right.
One of those teams could surprise the NFL.
All right, there you go, guys. There's Derpy's division breakdowns. This is Derpy's very own project. I thank him. I know that he's put work into it. Great idea. I'm enjoying it. Tomorrow we will continue in the NFC to the Central Division, and we're working our way backwards to the AFC North. So Derpy, we appreciate that, my man. Thank you for your project. The NFC South and the NFC West we have tackled at this point. Guys, this is Arrival Day. A lot of things to talk about as we still are going on here, Mike. Of course, this is the 59th season the Steelers have been doing training camp at St. Vincent College in Latrobe in Westmoreland County, right here in Western Pennsylvania. If you want to get over to camp, the parking lots are open at 8:15 a.m. The gates open up at 8:30 a.m. It's free to register, but you do got to register. Make sure you get to Steelers.com or Ticketmaster.com. Get registered before you get down there. That way you're not going to have any hassle getting in. Guys, if you are putting it on your GPS, the entrance is at the intersection of St. Vincent Drive and Browers Road. Make your way there. Guys are arriving today. First official camp day tomorrow. Mike, we did find out that there's going to be no tackling. And there's going to be a lot of other things that we're going to learn along the way. We know there's no tackling. We know that Friday Night Lights is now Saturday Night Lights. Noah Hiles thinks none of this is interesting. It's boring. Mike, I can't keep my mind off of everything that's going on with the Steelers. On top of the big news, Jalen Ramsey showing up on the PUP. Dante Kent on the PUP. Joey Porter Jr. on the PUP as of this morning. Broderick Jones back healthy. He's given the clean slate. Noah Hiles thinks this is boring. I can't even, Mike, we can't even get to the tip of the iceberg of everything there is to talk about.
Right. There's going to be there's so many storylines going on with this team. And like boring is the last thing that has come to mind.
I agree.
Even if we ran it back with Tomlin, boring would still not be the thing. Even if we did like all these moves in the offseason, there would still be a so many storylines to talk about. Like, boring is the farthest thing from my mind when thinking about the Steelers this year.
And again, guys, 47 days, Mel Blount days from kickoff against the Atlanta Falcons right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And then just 16 days. That's 2 weeks and 2 days, guys. We're going to be watching the Steelers on TV as they will be playing the Green Bay Packers also right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to start the preseason. It's unbelievable how close we are. Yeah, Derp, what's up, brother?
I was just gonna say I potentially might go to that game.
That's right. You might go to the Green Bay Packers game, and that would be awesome. Perhaps if you go, let us know. Maybe we'll make something work out on our end as well. That, again, is just 16 days, Mike. 2 weeks, 2 days away. Green Bay Packers right here, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tortilla says no tickling. Noah is right.
I love how Derpy was going to go to the Packers game. He won the first ever Stinky Pickle Award. Hey, don't judge, man, but just saying.
I meant to ask you guys, did anybody make it down to Picklesburg or Yinzer Palooza? Both going down during our summer break. Mike, did you make your way down to Picklesburg or Yinzer Palooza this year?
No, I hate pickles.
Yeah. Which is so weird. I got in your car the other day and it smelled like pickles. I thought, what the fuck is he eating in there? It smells like pickles.
Oh, you know what? It might have been remnants of a McDouble. Not gonna lie, I hate pickles, but it came on the sandwich. I was hungry. I was like, I'm gonna eat the pickle.
I totally understand, my friend. I just thought, wow, pickles. I don't smell pickles a lot around here at the studio, so it just kind of caught me by surprise. Also, guys, if you do want to know, camp officially kicks off tomorrow at 11. I do believe, Mike, they were saying 11:20 now. Tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. This is the acclimation period for training camp, and then the pads come on 1 week from yesterday, Mike. Next Monday, the pads come on, the pads get strapped on, and also trade deadline day for our Pirates as well. But that's another story, Mike. You couldn't really get much closer. You really couldn't.
I can the pads. I was going to say the pads popping are getting closer, but apparently we're not allowed to touch each other. Are they going to be in bubble wrap, Coach Big Mac? Are they going to be wrapped in bubbles? They're going to be out there like, John Travolta in Bubble Boy.
Everybody's going to have the shower cap on their helmet this year.
Hold on. That kind of put a damper on my day, the no tackle.
You know what? Again, with all the news that we got, I'm still excited. It's a rival day.
Yeah.
Guys are showing up, and I got to be honest with you. It's going to be hard to turn because it's day one, Mike.
Yeah.
And I want to say this. If Joey Porter popped up on the PUP with 2 days left in camp, and Jalen Ramsey pops up on PUP as we're getting ready to start the season, I mean, of course, it'll be a different situation. But right now, we have time. There's ample time. Get the stuff together. Get your shit together. Maybe we get Joey figured out here before the season. Jalen's going to be ready here in a couple weeks. He doesn't need surgery, as said by Omar Khan. So, again, it's still very early. I think there's a lot of football left to get too crazy right now.
Yeah. I don't know. It just put a damper on my day, but you're right. There's a lot of things to be excited about. I'm not going to pull a Noah Hiles and be bored.
I agree. Let's go right here.
Are you camping? I hope you go camping and get fucked in the ass by an angry moose.
That was meant for you, Derby. I don't know why, but it just was. Guys.
Hold on.
Yeah.
This is. I was trying to find the image. This is what everybody's gonna be for this camp since we can't tackle.
It's gonna be like the All-Pro game.
The kid from Little Giants, the bubble wrap kid.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna look like.
A couple more things. And then again, after this week, guys, next Monday does start the a padded practice. I was going to say full contact. However, I don't know if that's going to be the case. Then Tuesday, they'll be off next Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they will be back at it. That Saturday game, like that second Saturday, is going to be the Saturday Night Lights that was always Friday Night Lights under Coach T. That is going to be roughly a 6 o'clock start. for that. And then beyond that, it's a couple days here, a couple days there. We get into that first preseason game. Then after that, Mike, we start wrapping up camp. So again, here these next 2.5 to 3 weeks is where we're at right now. As again, we patiently wait for the start of this NFL 2026 NFL campaign.
It's so close. You know, like what, Charlie Batch days away from the first preseason game.
Yeah.
It's salivating over here, man. Salivating for it.
You think, I mean, by the end of the week, it's going to be 13 days. We come back next week, you're almost going to be in the single digits. So, again, we are that close. Again, the Green Bay Packers just 2 weeks and 2 days away. It would be awesome if you did get to get up there for that, Derpy. Let's go here to Chris. Chris says this. He says, I was hoping to see you guys today. I bought a round of beer for everyone. Now, that's awesome, dude. They have any Duquesne Pilsner out that way? Do check that out. Let me know. Also, Brick says this. We have to appreciate it because our defense doesn't need to be tested. We know they got it. They need this scheme down because we've never had a real scheme with this defense. Mark Malone says this. They need to get JPJ traded before Friday at the latest. I'm not sure I'm okay with Ty. I don't know what's going on with him, Mike. I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I never seen him leave like that.
Me either. It's hopefully he'll be back tomorrow. He just needed some time.
Yeah, he'll be all right. I'm worried though. I am worried about him. Guys, let's see. Where are we? I already told you about my toilet water. I do got one question, Derpy, and then we're gonna start getting ready to wrap things up as we are at that point of the show. Last week on the Nerd Show, you'd said to me, you was like, dude, make sure you tune in. It's gonna be a juicy one. Did I miss what was juicy about the episode? It was a good episode, but I didn't know what the juicy part was. I thought it was when you fell asleep on camera, but I don't think that was it.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was the plot leaks of the Avengers films that are coming out.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hold on, I see something. Mark Malone, what's going on? What's going on, Mark? You're causing problems.
Oh no.
Hold on. Kevin, what's up, dude? I do want to say what's up to Kevin. He says, hey, Yinzers, my man, Kevin 2.0, Mike. Of course, the two Kevins started on the same day. Also, let's go right here to F. Bellard. At Mark Malone, I see that you are on the same diabolical Super Bowl you have been spreading on other podcasts. That does not surprise me at all. Mark Malone has been high on Krylon paint for years doing this, as far as I know. Welcome to the board, F. Ballard. Great to see you. Great to have you on the terrible board. But that is the only Mark Malone I've ever known, Mike.
Yeah, he's consistent.
He's consistent. Yes, he is.
Whether you agree with them or not, whether you love him or not, you know what you're getting out of him, and that's what you want out of a player. It's consistency. Consistently good, consistently bad. At least you know what you get.
You know what? That makes my day okay. With all the shit that's gone down this morning, again, we couldn't await the arrivals, but the injuries, the PUP lists, all this kind of stuff, guys. That brought my spirits up. Let's see. Mark Below says Ty at Taco Bell right now. He was on the strike. I don't know if he'll be back when the shit lettuce is gone. I know that. I don't know about just yet. Hi. Okay, Felicia. I think that is F. Ballard's name. Felicia, welcome to the board. And he says, I am consistent. Mark is definitely consistent. No two ways about that. Vegas says this. I always think about Johnny Bench when I hear the word Krylon paint. Yeah, me too. And I can still picture that commercial with that paint right on that bench. Let's go here. Yeah, for sure. I got you, bro. What else? I think that's going to be everything for today. It was fun. It was exciting. It was camp arrival. Of course, the big news, I guess I could recap what's some of the news that did go down. Jalen Ramsey, my first story of my day. Jalen Ramsey shows up on the PUP list. Injury from minicamp. Not serious enough for surgery. He's going to be down a couple of weeks. Dante Kent also in that list with a foot injury. PUP. The next bit of news I got today, Mike, was Broderick Jones is healthy. He's got the clean slate. He'll be participating in camp. And finally, as we argued and debated what was going to go down with Joey Porter Jr.'s contract, we found out, Mike, that he also landed on the PUP list.
Yeah.
We walked to the university. Not a snap has been taken, and we've lost 3 pieces out of our secondary. I just hope it gets better.
It's right. That's not a good sign.
Thank you, fans.
I got to be honest with you. It's got to be better. And again, I hope that we didn't curse everything yesterday by saying, talking about this. We can't have the injury bug this year, Mike. And again, earlier than ever, they are happening. Let's continue. Let's go right here. Mark, I'm sorry, Tortilla. Mark is a theoretical moron. Felicia, I assume this is your name, Felicia. And I do want to say welcome. Glad to have you. She says, I can appreciate your antics, Mark. He's grown on us too, Felicia. Like a fungus, he's grown on us. But, Mark is Mark. Vegas says the baseball bunch with Bench and Lasorda, etc. was a show. Kevin Reed, my man, he said, what I missed, did y'all hear JPJ is on the pup? We did.
Yep.
We did. And that's interesting just because of the contract situation now. What's going to go down? Mark Malone says it was for sure Vegas. My man Chris says neither Dante Kent or Jalen Ramsey's injury is serious. I spoke to Jalen. He said he is fine. That is awesome. I know that Chris is having a great time in Westmoreland County this afternoon as he's already talking to Jalen Ramsey and getting the scoop on the other guys here. So, my man, you make sure you have a great time. Keep hydrated. I hope your wife is doing better. Again, shoot us an email. We're going to get things set up with you to make something happen. Let's go to Mark Malone. I heard that, Kevin. He says this interesting, isn't it? And finally, JPJ is in a battle world, guys. Mike, why don't you go and tell everybody about the website?
The 2dumbyinzers.com. Check it out, everyone. Like I said, this week I am going to have some new articles be popping up over there, so be on the lookout for those, probably starting tomorrow. Over there too, we also have all of our social media links, and we have the links to all of our merchandise stores, so check it out at the 2dumbyinzers.com.
Go check it out, everybody. Lots of cool stuff over there. The guys do a lot of work, a lot of neat things. Mike puts a lot of work into the website. Do go check it out, www.the2dumbyinzers.com. That's www.the2dumbyinzers.com. Let me go right here to see. Vegas says this. A study showed the Steelers have the most knowledgeable women fan. And I agree. I think I've seen that write up, and I couldn't agree with you more. I think our women are the most knowledgeable amongst any football team in the country. Easy. Hands down. Hands down. And I'm not even just saying this. I do think Steeler women are the most knowledgeable. Hands down. Time for the question of the day, guys. Put on your thinking caps. Mike, Derpy, people on the board, everybody at home, get your thinking caps on. It's time for the daily trivia question of the day. I want to do something here because JPJ is the big topic, of course, this week. Mike, the contract coming into the week. Now that we are arrived at camp, camp starts officially tomorrow. We have this. We have a PUP. JPJ, of course, put on the PUP this morning. So I'm going to keep the question of the day. Yesterday, of course, the question of the day was who had more interceptions in their career in Pittsburgh? Was it Joey Porter Jr. or Joey Porter Sr.? I'm not going to go too far from this today. I'm going to keep it kind of similar. So here we go. Question of the day. Who has more interceptions in Pittsburgh, or who has more interceptions in their career? I'm sorry. Who has more interceptions in their career? JPJ or our defensive back coach, Jason Simmons, who played 4 years with Pittsburgh and then also 4 years with Houston? Which one of these two guys has more interceptions in their career? JPJ, Simmons. That's the question, guys. Think about that. We're live 5 days a week right here, Monday through Friday, 11:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. every day right here on the Tube.
On Tube.
Yeah, Benton's not on the pup. I do see that, Mark. Question of the day. In their careers, who has more career interceptions? Is it Jason Simmons, our current defensive back, one of the coaches back there? Or JPJ? Mike, what's your thought process on this question?
Man, Simmons played safety. I don't know if he was a ball hawk or not.
He played 4 years here. And then after that, he played 4, I think, in Houston. So
I'm gonna go with our DB's coach. I'm gonna go with Simmons having more.
Jason Simmons having more?
Yeah. You know,
Is
he
this your
played
final-
longer.
Is this your final answer?
Final answer.
All right, I'm locking you in on Jason Simmons. Derpy, we come over to you. Who has more interceptions in their career, JPJ or his coach? Jason
coach.
Simmons. Jason Simmons, you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll wait a couple more moments. I see Tortilla has JPJ up on the board as well. Question of the day, who has more interceptions, JPJ or his coach? The guy that's coaching him to get more interceptions, perhaps. Mike and Derpy both saying Simmons. On the board, I'm seeing JPJ. Christopher says this. He says, easy. Jason Simmons, JPJ does not have more than 3. Of course, Jason Simmons was kind of a backup in the league as well. You got to remember that. We grab a couple messages here. Tortilla says JPJ fell asleep in negotiations. Question of the day, guys. Who has more interceptions in their career? Was it JPJ or his coach? Jason Simmons, guys. The answer, of course, is, much to everybody's surprise, JPJ has 3. Jason Simmons has 2.
Oh,
2 interceptions in his career. Pull up his statistics. None of them came in Pittsburgh. None of them came in Pittsburgh. Again, he was a backup here, late 90s, early 2000s. Wasn't a big part of the team. I do remember him, but again, he wasn't a great player. But again, he's teaching the guy who doesn't intercept the ball, Mike, possibly how to intercept the ball, and he has less interceptions in his career. So let's hope that works out a little bit better than it sounds.
I think that makes sense.
But great one there. Great job today, guys. Let me grab a couple messages here. Let's go. Kevin says Simmons. I do want to say, Felicia, welcome. She says this. I just subscribed and liked your podcast, but I see to join. I don't mind joining and earning badges. Hey, do stick around. We are all constantly growing and moving things, and I'm not sure what does that mean, Mike. She wouldn't.
It's like a membership type thing, and I have to. It's something like you and I've talked about off air about like maybe not do it. I've re-looked into it, so it's something on the back burner.
Okay. We just did it at her 1,000th show just last week, Felicia. So, again, we thank you so much. Everything is free. Nothing here is going to cost you anything. So, as long as you like what we do, I think that we're all going to have a great time. And we do thank you, Felicia, for everything. We're glad to have you. Glad to see you on the Terrible Board. And I just like the name Felicia. I'm a big Friday fan as I grew up in the 90s. And it didn't matter who you were. If your name was Felicia, I was going to like you anyway. Just kidding. Thank you so much, Felicia. Great to meet you. Great to have you here. Yes. Mark Malone says, didn't Jack Sawyer have more picks than JPJ? He did. Jack Sawyer did have multiple interceptions last year, if I'm not mistaken. And also, suck it, Mark. Tortilla says, Mike, your thoughts today's show. It is camp arrival. What's your thoughts? Just give us an overall summary of how you're feeling today.
Yeah, I'm feeling excited about the season. I know I was a little bummed there for a little bit about it, the guys being on the pup list, tackling. But, hey, man, camp is here. We've grinded all off season to get to this point, so why not be happy that it is here? They're going to start practicing. They get the pads next week. That's for me when training camp really starts. But, I'm interested to see how they move along with Broderick Jones. He's got to work himself back into football shape, get him into the mix in the O-line. I think it's good to have him back out there in the mix for it. I think at best he's going to be a backup tackle. But, hey, he provides value for the O-line. It's awesome that he came back just as a human being. He was able to battle through that neck injury, come back. And, if he can come out and help the team, that's even better. And let's get this Porter contract figured out because I'm tired of worried about Tyrone.
I know. I'm worried sick about Ty. I am. He's probably stocking up on Taco Bell lettuce as we speak. I'm concerned. Thank you, Kevin, my man. He says it's Send Eagle Jules 400. Thank you, sir. Great too. And again, we're still working on that as far as as you were mentioning, Felicia. Do stick around. Mike will get it figured out. I promise you. Let's go to Chris. Chris says this. He says all the players looks great. I envy Chris right now, my man. I'm glad that you're there. I'm glad that your wife is starting to feel a little better. Be sure to stay safe and keep hydrated. It's only about 78 degrees though, so I think these guys should be good today. I don't know how the weather's going to play out the rest of the week. Anybody know on any weather, how that's supposed to look?
I haven't looked.
I don't either.
Speaking of Christopher's comment, basically, I was just going to point out that you look great on paper going into the camp for now, but the question is that it's always been coaching and injury problems. You know,
Yeah.
it's always been the problem with the Steelers recent years.
I feel good this year, guys.
But I do feel
I
good for
feel
confidence.
optimistic. It's day one. Again, some news we didn't want to hear right out the cut, but it is day one, so that means
Yes.
we have ample time to right the ship. Let's go right here to Felicia. She says, "I'm going to be the bye Felicia of the show." You know what? That's a great position to hold. I'm going to be 100% honest
Just
with
like
you.
Nick Herbig.
I am going to be 100%, just like Nick Herbig. I just glad the brother, sister. I do want to say thank you so much. And again, that's a great thing to hold is the by Felicia title. Certainly high up on my list. Mark Malone says, "Yeah, get the young quarterbacks used to running for their lives." Vegas at 102 out in Vegas today. I'm seeing it being 78, 79, right where I sit at the moment. Tortilla, he says, "This Chris tell JPJ daddy wants a new car." Yes, have fun, my friend. Have fun. Again, we will get together later on in the week. What else? Derpy, my man, thank you so much for everything today.
Yes.
Thank you for your game. I think, again, it's going to be fun. We're going to hit the NFC North tomorrow. Again, we'll be back at our regular time to get into it as camp kicks off tomorrow. Of course, today is camp arrival. We are just 16 days away, 2 weeks, 2 days from our first preseason game hosting Green Bay right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 47 days. That is Mel Blount days away from hosting the opener against the Atlanta Falcons right here in Pittsburgh. Baby, it's all coming. It's coming fast. Camp is tomorrow. We're on the doorstep. The players are here. It doesn't get much better than this, guys. We'll be back tomorrow to get into it in its entirety. A few things before we do go. I do want to say Pirates game 2 tonight. They will be hosting the Diamondbacks tonight for game 2 of 3 of the series. They could win the series today with the win. That is a 6:40 start for our Buccos. Also, I do want to say these few things before we go as well. I want to say, guys, this is no better time. Football is in full swing. It's today is the beginning of what ends in mid-February, and hopefully we're still playing at that point. But if you are looking to stop and grab something to drink, get your drink on, the Duquesne Pilsner, guys, is available at Giant Eagle in 6 and 12 packs, and wherever cases are sold. The people over at Duquesne Pilsner has always been kind to us, so we try to do the same for them, guys. If you're not a big drinker, that's fine. Go swing over by their social media, hit the follow, hit the likes. They'll certainly appreciate that. Duquesne Pilsner always on tap here at the studio for every event that comes along. Brewed right here in Pittsburgh, Mike. It says on the can, grab a Duke.
Grab a Duke.
Also, I do want to say this, while you are looking for them on social media, you can check us out as well. We're available. We're all over social media. You could go to Facebook, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, Threads, TikTok. Wherever you could go, you could find us. Go swing by, hit the follow button, keep up with what's going on with the Two Dumb Yinzers on a day-to-day basis. And finally, if you haven't yet, dude, hit the like button down below. Hit the like, hit the sub, the share, leave a comment. It all helps in the algorithm, guys. We certainly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Again, we'll be back tomorrow to get in full swing, Mike, because again, it's on like Donkey Kong. There's no stopping it now, baby. Football season has started. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in town. They are in St. Vincent College in Latrobe, getting their dorms ready because they're going to be there for a couple weeks, Mike. Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf roommating again. So much going on. Noah Hiles, for some reason, finds this not interesting, but you know what? We certainly find all this interesting, and we'll certainly be here for the whole process, the duration, all the way through February. And again, I hope we're playing that game on Valentine's Day this year, no less, is the Super Bowl Valentine's Day. So that's interesting as well. I'm going to grab a couple of messages, and we're going to start getting, working our way out the door right here. I'm going to go to Vegas. He says the dirty crackhead chick is a good position to hold. But, you know, we already have a dirty crackhead chick. Derpy, he showed us his titties. So again, you know how we roll. Let's continue. Let's go here to Kevin. He says we're having scattered thunderstorms.
Tempt me, Ryan.
Miles per hour winds in Virginia today. Hey, you know what? I like a little scattered thunderstorms. It's relaxing. It takes the edge off. I don't necessarily hate it. Sean Chandler, I do want to say what's up. Welcome back to the show. This is going to be one of the best top 5 defenses. The Steelers Nation, stand up. Let's go, baby. I like it. Sean, welcome to the board. Welcome to the terrible board. Welcome to the show. I love it. I love the comment. Thank you. Tortilla, whatever you do, don't shush the storm. Don't shush the storm. Don't do it. Don't do it. And finally, Chris says it's a good beer, especially if you don't like IPAs. Yes, get the Duquesne Pilsner while you're in town. You're going to like it. Listen to Chris from South Florida giving it the props to the Duquesne Pilsner beer as well, guys. I don't. Let me swing around, Mike. Your thoughts as we walk out the door.
Tritia's right. Don't shush the storm.
That's what he said. Don't shush the storm. We could have big problems if that happens. Also, Vegas says this. I bet there was 2 of every animal Noah would think it was interesting. You know what? I'm going to throw him a game ball too. I already gave a game ball to Tortilla. I'm going to throw a game ball to Vegas as well. That was a good one on our way out the door. Derpy, again, I appreciate your segment.
Yes.
Any words on today's show as we walking out the door here?
Always another great show. Doing the best work with you guys. Best show on the internet for Steelers coverage.
We
Love doing it
appreciate
with
you.
you fellas.
Derpy, you've been with us for years. We couldn't appreciate you more. Thank you for everything that you do as well, Derpy. I do want to say this, guys. My final thanks. I want to say thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out and checking us out today. We certainly appreciate each and every one of you. We truly, honestly do. We wouldn't do it without you. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to everybody on the Terrible Board. You guys make this show work. You make it interesting. You are the lifeblood. It all goes through you, and it's all about the voice of Steeler Nation. We love you, Terrible Board. Great job today, as always. And finally, I want to say thank you to everybody that's listening, maybe watching at home, in the car, at the gym, at the workplace, maybe in the stall, trying to finish out that work day, just catching the show in your final 10 minutes to buy some time. You know what? That's all good, baby. We thank you too. We'll be back tomorrow to get into everything as camp officially starts tomorrow. I can't wait. I know the guys cannot wait. I know the board can't wait. Be back tomorrow at our regular time, spinning around the room here. Just going to speak now, if ever hold your peace. Come to you, Mike. Anything?
I got nothing, man. Have a good day, everyone.
Derpy.
Don't be a Ryan Clark and get fired.
All right, there you go, guys. There you heard it first. We will be back tomorrow. Again, if you're heading to town, if you're heading to Westmoreland County, you're heading to camp, do make sure to get on and register before you do that at Steelers.com or Ticketmaster.com. You don't want to be there trying to do that at the last moment. Also, parking lot opens up at 8:15 tomorrow. The gates open up at 8:30 tomorrow. It's free for everybody. If you're going, be careful, have fun, say what's up to Chris while you're there, have a Duquesne Pilsner with him, but we will be back tomorrow at our regular time to get into that and everything else as we do kick off camp tomorrow. So Mike, Derpy, we're going to take off. If you guys are all good in the hood. All right, thank you so much, everybody on the board. Thank you, everybody at home. We'll be back. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. For us here at the show, Derpy, for Finch, for Chop, for RB, for Mike, myself, the two dumb Yinzers. Have a great Tuesday. Stay safe, everybody. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.